What? Oh, wait. What, people? Oh, okay. Thought I was muted. Okay, good. What up, people? Welcome back to another episode of See You Next Tuesday, where I open up the Discord and we talk about random stuff that has been going on. And with that, I'm just going to play the intro because I'm just going to breeze through this as fast as possible. All right, we're gonna transition into the normal screen and undeafen so they can say hi and we'll say hi to chat. What up, guys? I'm announcing
What up, what up,
everything
what
I'm
up?
doing. I am so rusty. I don't know what the fuck is going on with me right now.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Jesus.
uh, sorry. I had to break it.
Listen. I have it together, Lauren, okay? Also, hi to Jeremy. Hi to Crab. Hi to Dave. Dave, hi.
What's up?
And I don't know. I am in a weird rusty state right now where I don't know how I usually start off this show. I don't know what's going on. So Dave, take it away.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Based. Okay, there we go. Well, wait, let's hello to Wetwood. I was literally about to just jump into the content, but I guess people jumped in at the moment. What up, Christine? What up, Wetwood? All right, so we got some Adam 22 stuff in
Yeet.
the thing. So, Vice, if you wouldn't mind pulling up that video.
Yeah, I have it up already.
Yeah. I have no idea what this is about. Someone put it in there, and so it must be interesting.
Oh, that's something different.
Dude, we are doing
I
so
read
horribly
Christine's
today.
message and I don't understand. Woohoo! Haha! Don't want to know.
Let's go.
Adam
Let's
22,
go.
the podcaster,
I
just
don't
pump
wanna.
and dumped his fans after being warned by me that this would happen. And after telling me what a fan he was a few years ago, saying how bad it is when influencers do these kinds of deals, only now he's doing it. Our story starts in 2021. Best channel of all time, dude. I just finally started watching and I've been hooked. If you ever want to make it to LA, let's do a podcast. I said, hey, I'm in Texas, but if I'm in LA, I'll stop by. It's nice to see people rally around how scummy these influencer crypto deals are. When I started the series, I wasn't sure if anyone would care.
Okay.
Hornet, tell everyone who this is.
Oh, this is CoffeeZilla.
CoffeeZilla.
Who doesn't know who CoffeeZilla is? Okay, this is Voidzilla. This is his other channel, though, Voidzilla. If you're, you don't know who CoffeeZilla is?
Nope.
Really?
CoffeeZilla got really popular for exposing people who do scams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, what, like crypto rug pulls or NFT scams.
Also,
Okay.
he's
huge for having done the coverage on the Crypto Zoo.
yeah,
Okay.
That was like his biggest one, but he hit a couple before that were really good.
yeah, but
It was the first thing that really put him on there.
his level of investigation is pretty high up there. Like he
Yeah.
dives into that. Like it's kind of crazy.
Well, let me ask this real quick though. Do you feel like he's ever gotten anything wrong?
Not to my knowledge, actually.
No, he has got. I remember he had got like parts of things wrong, but he will address it and do a whole nother video because he usually does like 3 parts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I want to say there was a part of I don't remember which one. One of the more recent ones that everybody was giving him shit for, and he did an apology and corrected the record and explained how he got to that conclusion.
Well, if y'all say he's that in depth, whatever, you're always going to get something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But owning it, I think, is even more important than getting it wrong in the first place. Like owning your mistake and correcting the record.
he also gets threatened to be sued a lot, like by the Paul
Yeah.
brothers. Like everyone that has ever run into this guy has pretty much threatened to sue him.
Okay.
Which isn't like on him. It's just the people that he's exposing are just like that kind of level of like litigation worthy.
Yeah. Okay.
And
On to the content.
I would also say that he wouldn't be getting sued so often if he was getting things as wrong, right? I think people typically sue when you're like saying some really factual shit and it's like, I don't need that out there.
Right.
So, yeah, but let's continue with the content.
It's like influencer does something shady. Every 60 seconds, a minute passes. Here's what's interesting. Adam22 said, yeah, made me so glad I never took any deals. People were trying to send me to promote random coins. Although once I watched your video and saw them making 200K for it and kind of regretted it. Ha ha. That, ladies and gentlemen, that ha ha is foreshadowing. People admit stuff in their jokes. You know, sometimes people joke like, wouldn't it be crazy if I scammed everybody?
Wait.
It's like, okay,
So
well,
did Adam22 do a rug pull? Like an actual rug pull?
I guess that's where we're going with this.
Jesus.
He said pump and dump, so
No,
that's usually what it is. It's either with a stock or a crypto.
what is it called? The no jumper coin? What the fuck?
I don't know. Probably 22.
It's called
A22. He's
Also-
not very creative, so.
What
Oh,
up, Michelle?
I
What
would
up,
call-
Fuzzy?
Would have called it the cut coin.
The
No.
cut coin? Cut coin. Cut coin.
Kacoin.
That's gonna be the phrase of the day. Cut coin.
Good alliteration.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And it can all be kind of like blended together. You know,
Yeah.
to like
sure.
a sound.
Cut coin. Cut coin.
Yeah, see? You
Yeah.
got it.
I know. Well, let's continue. Let's see how this guy scammed people, I guess.
are you joking? Well, today we found out that no, he's not. Because today he tweeted this and then subsequently deleted it. What's up? I'm joining the crypto world. I'm about to launch on the biggest meme coin on Solana. Make sure you're ready today.
It's Adam22, and I am coming to the crypto world, dropping my first ever meme coin. So make sure you stay tapped in. It's dropping on Solana. ASAP.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a tourist in crypto. That's somebody who comes by right at the top, also known as the top signal, They come right at the top to try to extract a little bit of juice out of the system, try to scam a few people, and then they leave and you'll never hear of them
What
again.
up, Zach?
So Adam22 jumps in and he says, I'm about to launch a coin. And, I thought to myself, I have been in DMs with this guy.
Except
I forgot that
Doge.
he knew
Doge
that
is not a
influencer
scam.
scams were bad. I forgot about those early messages.
Okay, Dave. You're going to have to defend that take. How is Doge not a scam, okay?
Dove will go to the moon. You don't understand. It will happen.
When, Dave? I've been sitting here waiting for it to go to the moon forever.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's never gonna happen.
It's coming.
It's never gonna happen.
No, but Doge is really good because it has popped off and died so many times. If you just buy the dip, it's going to pop back up because something's going to cause it to hype again, and then you just sell it when it gets big, when it starts jumping. It's
guess.
super easy. It's
guess.
very predictable.
It's not really predictable. It's fucking
Like right now, it hasn't been talked about for a while because it did have a slight dip. So now's the time to buy it, and it's gonna pop off again when Elon does something.
Well, I have
It'll
this
pop
one.
off again, and
I have
then
one.
you sell it.
I have
You
one
wait.
question. I have one question for you, Dave.
Go.
It's so predictable. Why aren't you rich?
Because I'm poor. I don't have enough to invest and make to make enough off of it to be rich.
Listen,
Okay, Dave.
if you're gonna throw like $5 at a scam coin, right?
Exactly.
Like, then it's not a problem, right? Like
I've probably made like $100 off of it.
yeah, like if you're gonna throw $5 at something and then make some money on it, yeah, cool. Objectively, we can say that that's bad for the person who made the coin because you're probably gonna get like a few hundred to thousands people of like throwing in $5, and that's substantial at that point. But ultimately, I feel like the risk on the individual is way lower, right? Because when
But
you're
yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna pop up to $1 like everybody wants it to.
listen, if it ever becomes $1, I'm leaving the internet.
If anything, it's gonna go to like 95 cents and then die off when whoever owns the most of it sells it all. Because they're gonna get out before it hits the dollar. Because they're not stupid.
Yeah. I mean, even if it like, let's say you got to like 60 cents, you're good to go. Like,
Well, obviously, yeah. It's so cheap.
yeah, like pretty much anything that is at that level, you can just fucking be like, yeah, I'm gonna sell out.
Shiba
right now.
Inu was pretty cool too. I made a little bit of money off of that too.
Are we promoting scam coins right now? Is this where we?
Dude.
No, I'm just explaining my experiences. I lost a lot of money though on Mana and what was the other one? Inchcoin. I want to say like 1 inch or something like that.
Bro,
Those ones I lost on.
I got another idea. We'll post a link inside chat.
Or no, it was Amp.
Today we're starting the cunt coin. Let's go.
Cut coin. Cut coin.
No. I am not a Coinbase user. I have not used Coinbase. I am a
Listen.
Gemini user.
Listen,
Okay.
we can make millions if we just sell this.
I
coin.
give my money to the 2 brothers that got screwed out of Facebook.
And you who are watching this can get in on the ground floor of Cunt Coin, okay?
Who is eating? Somebody's eating?
Oh, my bad.
Wow.
I didn't even notice.
I'm
Lawrence
fucking hungry.
Lawrence just a
Lawrence
freak.
called it out in chat.
Yeah,
Damn.
Lauren's just a freak. When it comes to like
Savage.
people eating, she knows somehow.
Christine too, though. But only because she gets hungry every time she hears something.
I'm eating some nuts. I haven't eaten all day.
Listen, I don't like playing with pretend
We
money
do that a
crap,
lot.
okay?
I love playing with fake money.
Okay, let's continue.
I mean,
this.
I don't put any money that is relevant into it.
Well, that's
It's just something to play around with.
yeah, throw $5 at something, see if it takes off.
It's like
somewhere.
gambling. You don't, as long as you're not like putting money you can't afford to lose in, gambling's fine.
Dude, we're promoting coins in chat now.
Coins and gambling. Let's go.
I think like this took the turn that I don't think the person that put the thing in content was expecting us to go.
I'm gonna try Theta.
Now we are the problem base. Let's go. dude.
Yes, let's go. I'm taking Zach's financial advice and moving all of my coin money into Theta right now.
Listen, all I know is I don't want coffees alone in my ass right now. Like,
Okay,
that just seems.
I do like his buffalo sweater. Anyways,
Yeah, let's continue.
All right.
Let's hear
continue.
about this meme coin.
Right. But I thought, I should
But the
warn.
tangents are great.
Not only that, I had it on good authority that his token was going to be sniped by a sniper group. So I was like, oh, this is going to be a disaster for his fans, and I really should reach out. So, in good faith, I reached out. I said, hey, you shouldn't run a coin. It's lame, and you're going to scam or get scammed. This is what you see a lot. Influencers also will get scammed. They'll think they're doing a fun thing.
excuse me.
And then Adam22 says, how else am I going to afford all this Galaxy gas?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Is that a joke? I
What
guess
is
that's
Galaxy
a joke.
gas?
I heard that the
Stop.
other day.
I have to rob the
Whippets.
bank for my Galaxy gas. Okay.
I need help.
Okay, yeah, we were gonna ask.
This is
Galaxy
a,
gas is whippets.
term I don't
It's
know.
whippets.
What?
Yeah.
Are you
Whi-
serious?
So you-
Whippets are cheap
Yeah.
though. What the?
Yeah.
But Galaxy gas is like the big container one. It's like the fucking
Original
Thing.
flavor whipped cream.
20 ounce,
dispenser
maybe
cartridge
a little
tank,
more?
Nitrous oxide. It's nitrous oxide. NO2 charger tank. Oh, I saw a chick in a
Juggle.
car
I am
doing
not.
these.
I'm hip with it.
If you remember back when I used to stream on my channel, there was a chick with a whole bunch of the little CO2 cartridges. This must have been what they were.
Yes, those
The
are
Galaxy
Whippets.
gas. Okay.
But I've always heard them referred to. Am I just losing? Am I not young anymore? Is this the realization
Yeah,
I'm coming to?
you're being called a boomer in chat.
Well,
Like-
Galaxy gas is like a specific.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck Galaxy gas is. I know what a Whippet
cartridge.
is.
It's
I guess
It's
that's
like
the brand
different
name that
flavors
you
and shit.
use.
yeah, and it has like different
Well, no,
flavors.
it's
you
not
can get.
different flavors. It's flavored.
Yes, you
whipped
can.
cream
You can get different
dispenser.
flavors.
Okay, Galaxy
Yeah,
gas
but
is
it's
the
different
brand.
flavor.
Okay, it's
Okay.
the brand. Okay, cool.
I guess so. Weird. So the gas is flavored?
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking weird.
By
Jesus,
experience,
it's
I know.
too.
Listen,
Holy shit, that's
I-
expensive.
I miss the days when you would take Whippets and almost die. So like, now they got
$64.99 for
flavors,
Galaxy Gas mango smoothie.
This just seems like
But it's 1.2 liter though. That's a lot of gas.
Disavow.
I'm not messing with it. I'm just curious. At Walmart, just for the
Wait,
record. In
they
case you want it.
crabs. They didn't know it was that.
No.
Hornet, read
no.
Crab's comment.
I knew that's what it was, but I didn't know it was called Galaxy Gas. That's what I'm saying. I know what the fuck the thing is. Like, obviously, I would know that. The part that I don't understand is the Galaxy Gas part because I've never heard it referred to that way. Because everyone calls it Whippets. Okay.
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll agree with Smokey. Do not buy coins. Do not huff Galaxy Gas. Okay.
Yes.
That's our PSA. I mean, buy coins at your own risk. I don't condone not buying coins. actually.
Listen, Crab. Okay, they say a lot of shit in that show. Okay, I'm not gonna hold every fucking line in the fucking back of my head.
I stopped watching that because you guys moved on without me because I had to work. So I got to start watching
Listen,
that
it's a
again.
really
No,
good-
they stopped watching it, so I started watching it by myself.
Yeah, and then I would join in when Feist was watching. That's the privileges of joining the Discord. So go join the Discord,
True.
guys. Do it. First plug of the night.
We had our Dragon Ball marathon. Super.
Yeah, we still
never-
haven't finished
We
it.
We didn't
never finished
finish.
it. We never.
We left
finished
off.
it.
We left
Oh,
off at
probably
Goku
best
Black.
seed.
Dude,
Also, if you like,
I started Breaking Bad the other day in the Discord. It was actually pretty good.
also if you really love interpersonal drama, join the Discord.
Yep.
Yeah. If you want all the behind the scenes drama, join the Discord. It'll be fun.
Like literally for the most part, Cunt is just a view into the Discord because
Yeah.
it's kind of how it goes.
This is just us being on Discord.
We'll have a basic topic going through, and we'll just go out on tangents and talk about random shit like Tulsa King. It's fun.
or shit that we did in the Discord.
Yeah.
You're getting an inside peek on what we do. And I hope you guys
I'm just trying to leave out any kind of super personal stuff.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah, we have to
Yeah.
be a little less crazy in here.
Like you can't talk about where I work and things like that.
Yeah.
I'll avoid that shit.
Okay, let's continue because we are just getting,
So I tweet him.
we're 3 minutes. Wait,
I
can
show
I
him
say
that this
can I-
insider group? This is
Can I say we're 3 minutes in? But we've been talking about this for like 20 minutes.
Hey, that's the best way to do it.
Dude, tell me this isn't transformative.
You can't say it's not transformative.
I dare you. All right, let's continue.
Stop telling everybody,
This is a
Christine.
sniper
Hey,
group
Zero Fox.
where they're talking about this coin, and they say, "I think we
What up,
made it
Zero Fox?
already. All eyes on us." They're planning to snipe this coin ahead of time. I say, "Hey, these guys want to snipe your coin." He said, "I don't care. I just got paid to do the tweet. I have nothing to do with it." Oh, really, Adam22? I thought you just said, "I'm gonna launch my meme coin. I'm gonna launch the biggest meme coin on Solana." You don't know what you have nothing to do with the tweet? Would you slap your name on like dog poop and go, "Oh, I don't know. I just got paid. I got paid to do it. I don't care."
To be fair,
don't any of these people care about their rep?
I would slap my name
To be
on
fair,
everything.
what?
I would slap my
Yeah,
name
but
on everything.
But you have to understand when you're reading that, like, if that is what they gave you to read and you read it, you're then responsible for what happens with that coin.
What happened to Braun? Oh, well, what
I
up,
don't know.
Braun? And
You jumped
Goodbye,
into
Braun.
the main channel.
Oh, okay.
I'll jump over there and see if he wants to pop in. You can keep going.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'm just saying that putting your name on stuff isn't necessarily like a bad thing. I think most people would do that.
I don't know. I'd be skeptical.
Like, what is the line? guys?
Especially if like they give you a script and that's what you're reading. It's like if I can't control whether this gets rug pulled or not, I am not putting my name on this because that's just gonna ruin all of my credibility forever. If something bad happens.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But
That
I'll
actually
come back
makes
in a sec.
sense. Yeah. All right. Well, I still don't. Okay, so there's a difference between you launching your own like scam coin and then like an agency doing it, right? Like, I feel like you're a lot more
Yeah, but there's
malicious.
always an agency doing it behind the scenes.
For sure, but like it's like
It's not just one person doing it.
It's like how involved you are is going to be like the level of culpability you have. Like obviously you have culpability
100%.
in any like circumstance for sure. Like because if you're putting your name on it, you should have some level of culpability. But I think it's lesser when you're like a managing team is doing it. I think that's going to be judged a bit differently, but I don't know. I don't know what you guys think.
I don't. If you are saying your coin's going to be the next big thing and calling it your coin, I'm putting all the onus on you at that point. Because you are signing off, like you are adding your name to that coin.
Okay, so like the Hawk Tua situation, then, right?
What's her situation?
She did a rug pull.
Oh yeah.
But
Then yeah,
it was like for like $1 million and some, or some
Jesus.
crazy number. I just remember reading the number and being like, oh my god, off of a 15-second fucking clip, fantastic.
Mhm.
This is the world we live in, guys.
Yeah. You gotta learn. You gotta know what you're putting your name on. I mean, that's on you. Like, if you're putting your name on something and it turns out to be a scam, that means you did not vet your source.
For sure.
Hey,
for sure.
Grandma, how'd you get famous? Sucking dick. All right, let's go.
Well, not even sucking
Kim
dick.
Kardashian.
You made a gesture that simulated sucking dick. Like, what the fuck? like if Lily Phillips is just like, how'd you get famous? It's just like, okay, that took dedication.
Speaking of which, there was a short I saw recently. It was of Riley Reid getting asked what she did to get famous, and she's like, I have a clothing line.
Based.
Very true.
And then the rest of the short is just a bunch of guys with a look on their face like, mm-hmm.
Like, don't
Giving
you know,
that side eye.
don't you know her from
Wanna
her
see if I can-
clothing
Alias,
line?
come up to your mic a little more.
Yes, I know her from her clothing line.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
what.
better.
Does she do other things?
You're kind of quiet.
I don't know. I heard she rapped.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. But I think
That's what I thought she was
that-
famous for.
yeah,
rapping the N-word.
I just know her from a clothing line, you know. That's the only reason I would know her.
She's a rapper. You should look her up.
Yeah, people look Google.
Wait, are you
okay?
guys still talking about Riley
Google.
Reid?
Yeah.
Yeah, the famous rapper / clothing line producer.
Oh yeah, that's what she is for sure.
I thought she was a porn star.
I think she was a Twitch streamer too. wasn't
Whoa, is she?
Yeah,
She was everything streamer.
Is
Yeah, I
she?
think she Twitch streamed for a little bit.
Is she, Sean? Like, is she actually that? What?
I
She
don't
could have
know,
been
I
a
never heard of
nurse
that.
too.
That's-
No, I watched
She
a
could
lot
have
of her
been a
videos.
nurse.
I didn't know that.
I had to study her videos for
Shit.
class.
Ah, gotcha. I didn't know she did that. That's actually crazy to me. It's wild. Can we continue the video, please?
That does make a good point. Most of her material is without clothes, so her clothing line can't be that good if she won't even wear it on screen.
Have you watched many of her videos, Dave?
Nope.
Wait, guys, I
How
have
do you
one
know?
thing. Am I
How-
the only one that can see his booger in his nose?
I don't see it.
It's in the other nostril.
I don't.
If you
see
look
it.
in the other nostril, you'll see a booger.
Okay.
It's
I'll
annoying the shit out of
Keep
me.
keep an
I feel
eye
like
out
one of
for
those
it,
things that
chat.
I'm not going to be able to unsee now.
Yeah, like we'll look for it. We'll definitely look for it. Let's continue and see if it's
reputation. I mean, Adam 22, I thought deeply cared what people thought of him. I thought he would never humiliate himself like this. I haven't been on the internet in the past, couple of years, but I was shocked.
doesn't look like
I
it.
thought this is
Well,
new
so don't
low
I
believe
see
it's
it.
booger.
for Adam
It's booger
22 to be pump and dumping.
False accusations.
And I say, that's even worse. You're scamming the fans. Like, you're knowingly doing it. It's almost better if he believed in this. He's like saying, like, oh, dude, I mean, what? I don't care. I'm not even involved. It's like, but you're putting your name on it. That's why people are paying you, right? Is to put your name on it. And so your fans will buy in. And this is the classic influencer cope, right? Once I realized that he watched my channel and he knew all this stuff already, I viewed this differently. But at the time, I didn't know that, okay? He says, I'm going to venture a guess that approximately 0% of my fans know how to do anything with crypto. Newsflash, Adam22, the reason you're getting paid is because they know like some percentage will buy this coin, right? If they wouldn't, you wouldn't get the deal. Why do you think people are paying you money? It's like any brand deal. Do you think they're paying you because they don't think your audience would buy the thing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But, I just wanted to give him that. I was like, look, let me just spot you the whole, I'm not really scamming my fans because my fans don't know anything about crypto. Cope that people use all the time. I say, I don't believe that, but setting that aside, you do know it's just a grift, right? There's nothing being made here. People are literally plotting to snipe your coin. That group that I showed you guys, the profile pic is like a sniper, okay? They're going to snipe his coin and rinse his fans. make a bundle off somebody who doesn't know any better. My point is, like, either way, somebody's getting scammed. You should care about that, right? You should care about someone getting scammed at least. I say, how much do they offer you, and who is it? This is maybe the worst part. He says, no idea. I just did it because Moneybag Yo, DaBaby, and Kodak are all doing it. Or did it. I don't know who's behind it. Again, classic Cope. My friends are doing it. I had to do it. My friends, it's so dumb. My friends did cocaine. I had to do it. What? Little Finn. What's the problem? My friends did it. I didn't think about it. The guy doesn't even know who's behind it. I don't know if that's true, by the way. But to pump something when you don't even know what's behind it, it's unbelievable. And again, I know some of you guys are going to say, hey, if you bought something from Adam22, by the way, we haven't even gotten into the name of this coin, which I'm not going to say because this is a family channel.
Oh my god!
The coin also.
Oh my god! It is a cuck coin! It is the cuck coin!
We've lost. We didn't get it there in
God
time.
damn it! Damn it! We're not beating the pre-watched fucking allegations anytime soon.
No, not at all.
Fuck!
We're wrecked.
The cuck
We
coin.
got washed.
Dude. Oh no.
Damn. That is pretty amazing.
I know you're looking for it.
Could
Bryce.
not
It's
have seen
there.
that coming.
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
Maybe that's why it was suggested that we review this.
I am God.
Oh Jesus! Of all names,
no.
of all names, it had to be that. Oh, fantastic! But yeah, Feist, I don't see it. I know you're pointing to it. I don't see it.
Yeah,
I see it. I literally see
nose
it.
hair.
It's not a nose hair.
Yeah, it's just
Nose hair isn't it white?
I know
It's
you
not
can-
white.
I
I
know you
see
see it.
white.
Maybe he has gray hair, man. Maybe he dyes it.
CoffeeZilla isn't that old, man.
Sure.
You can see gray hair. You can see gray hair. Look.
Oh, but he's not that.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like what do you call it? Mr. Fantastic
That could also
with the
be
gray hair on the side.
that could also be like the lighting, dude.
That sounds like coke.
Unless,
It does.
For
a lot of people are coping right now. Okay, people are coping about.
We're
this
all
coming
coping.
right now.
You
I
especially.
see piece of booger right there.
There. I don't see it. I don't see it.
It's fine.
All right, let's play.
Hard to imagine this is only a 10-minute video. As
Dude,
we're
hard,
40 minutes into the stream.
hard to imagine.
Look, these things happen.
Listen, you can send me a 3-minute clip. I can turn it into 3 hours.
Turn it
Professional
into
streamer.
content.
But yeah, let's continue. Let's not have dead
That's
air.
what happens when we have nothing to talk about today. We
He's-
just
he's-
turn everything
Somebody
into
might say-
something.
He's 31 years old, by the way.
That's all.
He's not that old.
I mean, that doesn't mean you can't have gray hair at 31. You absolutely can.
You can. It's likelihood is low.
You
I
can.
did.
Likelihood is low. Okay, Dave, you had hair.
I still have hair, you weirdo.
That's fucking.
It's just not on top of my head.
Yeah, no, you
It's
can't.
on the
joke.
front of my
You
head.
can't joke. We saw it. We saw it.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Let's continue play. Let's listen to the rest of this so we can actually make an analysis of what's actually happening here.
But he does have a nice sweatshirt.
If you bought this, you deserve to lose money, right? And yes, I'll grant you. I'll grant you that if you bought Adam 22's coin, that is a financial error that you are going to learn a lesson from. However, we can't let these con artists come in and do this. I mean, they think they can get away with anything. You think you're going to be inviting me on your show, saying how much you like me, how bad it is for these scumbag influencers. But that 200K though, kind of regret not doing it, not getting the bag. You think that I'm not going to call you out on this? That's insane. I stay weak, dude. I do brand deals for random stuff all the time. I do brand deals for devices that allow you to inhale flavored air. Doesn't seem any different. Now, again, another common cope that Adam would know about if he watched the channel like he says he does. He says he loves the channel. Everyone knows that financial products are different from like regular brand deals or something, right? You're like, if somebody buys some $20 little gadget, and it's not that good, okay, we could maybe call that a scam, but it's not at the same level of selling a financial product, which is like, you're not like giving away phone numbers for people to call from call centers to scam people. You're not, leading people to the slaughter financially. Adam22 is pitching explicitly this is going to be the biggest meme coin on Solana while having nothing to do with it. Not even knowing who actually is running the coin. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say the word here.
Just say it.
But you all know what it is. So this whole
Wait,
thing
go back,
is
folks.
ridiculous.
Go
And we
back.
know why he's doing it.
Go back. Did anyone notice that in the top corner?
No, let me see.
So this whole
This one, right?
Oh no!
Yo,
Are you
what?
kidding me?
Hey, oh no!
We pre-watched.
Oh no! What is this? What is this?
We must have pre-watched.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
there's no way. There's just no way.
That's hysterical.
Oh god! The world is burning.
Okay, Michelle doesn't see it.
Okay, they don't see it.
Nope.
They don't see it, which is fine.
Or they
Better
might
they
just not know. They just might not know.
They might not know. That's also true. If you don't know, then you don't know, and I'm not.
And we
Gonna
appreciate your innocence.
yeah, I don't. Have
He
to
actually got cucked by that guy right there, and that's his wife in the store.
Why did you explain it to them? Why couldn't you let them live in the innocence?
Because he's a
of
bitch.
not
No.
knowing
That's why.
Because I'm not a liar like you.
I'm not a liar either. I just leave room for them to imagine, investigate, and find that knowledge somewhere.
Boring.
You can't just give them all the answers. They'll never learn.
True.
That's very condescending to your audience, sir.
No, it's the opposite.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Condescending to believe that they're not going to figure it out on their own.
Yeah. Just Google it. Just Google it.
Exactly.
I'm not one of those people, though. It's not my job to tell you. I hate those people.
Okay, we can continue.
But you all know what it is. So this whole thing is ridiculous, and we know why he's doing it. Why isn't he taking another flavored air deal, right? Well, although he didn't tell me how much he got paid, we can take a guess. We can take a guess of why Adam22 is doing this. I watched your video once, and seeing them make 200K, I kind of regretted it, haha. Haha, indeed. Well, Adam22, you have joined the long list of influencer grifters who do not care about their fans, do not care about their audience. I would say shame on you, but you might like it. I hope the money was worth it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Jeez, let's switch back to the other screen. Transition.
Is there any legislation in place to prevent that?
Prevent
Introduced
what?
rug pulling.
Rug pulling? Not really.
Is it more like a buyer beware, like car salesman kind of
Yeah.
thing? Like if you're buying
President is a token, so
Like he alluded to, like if you buy something called Cutcoin, you're pretty stupid.
Well, not even just you're just not financially responsible if you're buying cut.
Yeah.
Like, but again, like I don't know the like. Here's the thing: the level of harm doesn't seem to match here. Like I know for like CryptoZoo, like the amount to pay in was a lot higher. That's why I was just like, oh, okay, this is actually a big deal. But with like meme coins, it's just like, if someone's giving you like $5, how much is that really, right? Like, how much are you like damage are you doing to your fans? Because realistically, like he probably pulls that in whatever, because he does the No Jumper podcast, and I assume they get like donations through there, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm assuming he's making that much already off of them.
I'm assuming they also have like some kind of sponsorships.
Yeah.
But isn't the issue is like doing something under false pretenses though? When he streams and he's getting whatever from that, the people know what they're doing, getting into, right? Like versus the coin thing.
Well, I feel like you have an understanding of what you're getting into when you like buy something that's called Cutcoin, right? Like
I
I
guess that's fair.
I don't think anyone's gonna take that coin seriously, right? Like, so
nobody took Doge serious. Like,
but
here we are.
But no one still.
No,
takes
but these people that buy the Cutcoin are like to Twitter like fucking coin people who buy like and trade coins.
Yeah.
Those are the really people who are buying into them.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like I. Okay, yeah, like I agree there, Crab. Him saying that it's putting your name on it would probably be the more problematic thing out of anything here. But I just the level of scam here, because it is still a scam, just isn't the threshold that I would say like is like super problematic or like condemnable.
Yeah, here's where we're gonna disagree greatly.
Where?
Whether it's condemnable or not, I think it's absolutely condemnable.
Oh, it's
100%.
condemnable. I'm just saying it's not to the degrees of like, let's say, like the CryptoZoo thing.
Well, you don't think any legal?
Oh no, I still think it's just as bad because you're still putting your name on a coin that's getting rug pulled and screwing people over.
Do you think is it the same level like someone selling a lemon car?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's deception.
I don't know.
Used to scam people out of their money.
It's about the degree of like damage, right? Like when you're buying a car, it's a lot higher, right? Like that's potentially thousands of dollars to a lemon.
Well, let's get into the details.
I mean, so is this though? Like you don't know how much somebody's going to invest.
That's true.
Yeah, how much was the coin? Do we know?
No.
Oh well, I don't feel like looking at it.
Yeah, I don't know how much the coin is actually worth, but I can't imagine that it would be worth that much. Because most meme coins don't start off
It became
at a high
like
point.
500K, then like 4 million net worth.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
When I looked it up earlier, the Cutcoin.
Coin.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're buying something like Cutcoin, aren't you buying it with the express idea that you're going to fuck over the next guy before he fucks you over? Because, like, you know the price is going to crash, right?
No, that's only if you know it's a scam. The idea is to get the people that don't know a lot about crypto to buy it, which is why you target somebody like Adam22, who his fans probably aren't crypto guys. They don't really know a lot about crypto. They're probably not going to look into it too much to find out about the scams and stuff.
It initially was 5 cents.
Yeah,
but just because it's 5 cents doesn't mean people don't buy $5,000 worth.
Oh, I know.
At a time.
I'm just throwing that data in there.
Yeah, but like the average meme coiner like isn't gonna like throw $5,000 at it.
Yeah, but the meme coiners aren't the ones that you're targeting. That's not your target
But
market.
that's what I'm saying. That's who would be ripped off. The people that are
No,
throwing
the people that are getting ripped off are going to be the Adam 22 fans.
No, the people that are throwing like $5,000. Those are the people that are definitely getting ripped off, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
But that's the Adam 22 fans are not going to be throwing $5,000 at this.
I bet.
Yeah, but the market cap skyrocketed from 500K to over 4 million in 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I guess enough
I mean,
people
is
bought
it?
it. No, enough people
That-
bought
yeah.
it. So,
Hang on. Like,
And
when it comes down to meme coins, I literally hear things like shitcoin that have a $10 million market cap. So, like, is that really a lot when it comes to a meme coin?
in 30 minutes, yes.
yeah, no, that is quite a lot.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, true.
These you're talking about coins that have been around for a while, so the market cap goes up over time. But yeah,
But it's not going to skyrocket to 4 million right away.
you know what,
Like
Dave,
that.
you have won me over. Yeah, honestly, if the market cap's going that high, I would assume that people are investing at high levels.
Yeah.
Because if it
But
was
most people know it's going to be a shitcoin anyways when they buy into it.
I don't think Adam
Most people.
22's fans are going to have any idea that it's going to be a scam. I think they really believe in the dude and think he's trying to help them get rich quick because he is kind of like a red pilly guy.
is he?
Kinda.
Not really,
What?
dude.
I thought he was.
he makes like cook
He's
jokes.
more like a rapper.
I don't
guy.
think so.
Or
He
at least
deleted-
like
He's a rapper kind of guy.
He also
Not a-
deleted all his social
I swear
media.
I'm
he's
pretty
talking
sure-
about like game and stuff.
I'm pretty sure he's gay too. Like,
Hey,
that's what I've been hearing too.
after the pump and up, he deleted.
He's been
all
getting
his
caught
social
with.
media.
He got caught with like walking down his street like with a shirtless guy with a dog or some shit like that.
Wait, he deleted all his social media though. That's actually pretty important.
That's the most California thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, he did. He deleted all the social media right afterwards. So that's kind of
Intentional.
How is this more embarrassing than the other thing? I don't understand the logic there for me. I guess
the more embarrassing than what? What happened now?
the wife situation.
Well, this affected.
Well, it's probably
this affected his audience.
yeah. This probably affected his money more than he wanted it to.
Yeah.
Unlike the one with his, because he's more content brain, so all he wants to do is just make money.
Mm-hmm.
Because first of all, he's a porn star and he gets cucked by his wife. Who really gives a fuck?
Didn't
Well, first he was a BMX rider
Oh,
from
didn't he also
New
have like
Hampshire
a
that he
kink or
started a
fetish for
clothesline.
like what is it, like degradation or something like that?
I don't know. I don't think
Isn't
so.
that what Choppyzilla was hitting at there?
We're getting too deep in the lore.
I think that's just a joke that everyone says because of the situation, but I don't know if he actually has that or not.
I think he does.
I don't know if he's ever expressed that.
I think so.
Listen, all I know him from is like the No Jumper podcast, and that's it. Like, and then the Turkey Tom video like explored all the other shit, and I was like, oh, okay, this seems.
You only know his engagement with DGG and Daddy.
No, the Turkey Tom stuff was like him interacting with like a 17-year-old or something like that. It was weird.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
hey, hasn't Turkey Tom really been pumping out fucking videos lately? I thought they trickled out. Now he just every.
No, I think he
day.
dumped him.
Oh, okay.
See what I did there?
Well, he does his live.
Lame.
He does his lives now, so I'm pretty sure that's what's
You
helping
love it.
out the like content put out.
Okay.
So that might be the reason. I don't really know.
Okay.
But yeah, he's scamming people. Obviously, like I don't think anyone would disagree there.
Or could you say
But,
scammed?
is the coin down?
I think so. Or they limited it to like only 10 purchases.
Let's see. Market collapse. The token value collapsed below 100K, wiping out late buyers.
Okay, so it's out now. So it did get sniped.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does sniping a coin mean?
Basically,
I don't
trying
know
to,
this term.
Getting to the coin before it launches,
yeah.
type of shit.
Then you pull out so that the coin tanks,
Oh,
and then it just basically is nothing at that point.
Yeah, usually the insiders do that.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a quick
Gotcha.
way. It's a quick way to make money.
And then snipers are the ones that try to beat the person who is hosting the scam to the scam. Is that what it is?
No, the person hosting the scam still gets the money ultimately.
Hmm.
You just make more. You just make money you make more money as the sniper because you're gonna bring it up and then you're just gonna sell at that point and then pull out.
Then dump it out, yeah.
So everyone wins.
But it's someone who knows the information when it's gonna dump.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're just as
So
responsible.
they know.
Oh, they're
just as bad.
yeah. No, snipers are
Yeah.
not good people. They're in it.
I thought they were like
They're.
I thought they were
literally
like
in
the
fucking-
Robin Hoods of this story.
No, they're like, oh, I'm gonna get rich off of this real quick. That's it.
Like stealing from the rich to give to the not quite as
Yeah,
rich.
we all have a little scammer in us every once in a while.
Never.
Come on, Dave.
Never.
Listen.
Making people think you're a good gamer when you stream.
What? I've never tried to. I've never even claimed to be a good gamer.
Listen, I
I
haven't
wanna see
seen
you
a
play
karaoke
outside.
stream in over a year.
Yeah,
and
that was a rug pull if I ever seen one.
Nobody invested in that. Everybody got what they paid for.
Yeah, crappy singing, but let's continue.
Yes, that's what they paid for.
There you go.
listen, those people invested their time. They expected that to be there every week, and now it's gone.
No, they did not.
You pulled it. From
And if
them
they
days.
did, that's even more of a problem.
Excuse me.
Listen, I don't know a lot about crypto. I just know like the ins and outs of like how like it generally works. I don't know like I'm not a crypto trader. I don't really work in that environment.
Mm.
So I got like it may be worse, and I honestly for me this is this like literacy at this point, like where it's just like I feel like I have to have like a baseline understanding on this. And that's all I really have to work off of.
Yeah.
So it's just like
So what do we have next in the pipeline, guys? What's going on?
well we got
Nothing.
We have
That's it.
nothing.
That's it.
Nothing.
That was it.
Never.
What the fuck?
Show's over. We barely made it 53
GG.
minutes. Dude, we made a 10-minute video last 53 minutes. I think we did well.
True.
Okay.
That's it. We're done.
No.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
Oh
It was nice
no!
talking to you.
No.
There you go.
No, we got
Don't do
multiple
that.
stuff going on in the world.
Stream's
Come
over.
on.
No. Oh, don't forget everyone. If you're enjoying the content, please like the stream.
Hit the
And
like
subscribe.
button. Yeah.
Hit the
And
like.
also, if you guys in the crowd have any topics you want our opinions on, you can always just pop them in too.
Yeah.
We're always open to discuss random shit.
Listen, we have multiple stuff to go through today.
I know. No, we have nothing.
But if you guys want
I heard Avius wants to. I heard Avius wanted to talk about Russia being not a communist state. I'm kidding. I am so kidding. I
Oh
am
my
kidding.
god.
I am so kidding.
Trying to bait Avius.
Look,
Let's
there's
go.
many things I could spurg about. That's not one of the things I could spurg
Okay.
about right now.
Okay.
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 Not right now.
Not right now.
Oh, okay. So
So-
you will spurg about it in the future.
Eventually, yes, eventually. I just haven't really done the research to like properly argue yet.
Okay, Crab, you want to go down that?
Fair enough.
You want to go down that route? Okay. I don't think he's a good guy, okay? I said morally neutral.
No, we're doing
Okay?
this.
Yes, we're doing this, okay? Walter White, okay? From the show Breaking Bad. If you don't know this, okay? There was a show called Breaking Bad where a chemistry teacher becomes a meth dealer because he gets cancer and is trying to pay for his family stuff and ends up in a bunch of morally challenging.
You're not doing this. I can't
Yes.
believe you would do it.
Yes, we are doing this. We are doing
Well, then
this.
I'm going to give you a point by point thing that I want you to defend.
Okay. What you
Okay,
got?
do Walter White, then do
We'll-
Dexter
we'll
Morgan
start-
next,
We'll
please.
start with something simple. Drug distribution.
Drug distribution. Okay. Is it immoral to sell drugs? That's the question.
To create and dispense drugs.
Yeah. Is it immoral?
Yes.
Yes,
I would say
especially in the way Walter White justified it.
I would say no, right? Like what's immoral about it?
What would Jesus say to Walter White?
the possible harm you're causing by selling it.
By selling it, that the other person is
Well, by
accepting
creating it,
by
you're
selling
creating
it.
something to be
Yeah,
consumed.
you're creating the market for it.
Yeah, for sure, you're creating the market.
You
but-
are creating the supply.
but the people
Just
buying
because
it,
there's a demand doesn't mean there will be a supply.
The demand is the part that makes it. That would be like if he's forcing it down to people's throats, then yes, it would be immoral to do that. But
Somebody
if the-
is 500
if-
pounds
if a
and you
person-
keep feeding them whole pizzas.
it's not
Are you
immoral.
a morally neutral person?
What?
If someone is 500 pounds and you keep feeding them extra large pizzas, is that morally neutral?
Yeah, no. If you're
Depends,
500,
depends
if you're
if you're
500,
stuffing it down their throat.
Yeah,
This is very important.
if-
How many inches is an extra large pizza?
16 usually.
You think that's
No,
right?
that
I
shit
think
has
it's
to be
14.
22, right?
No, 14
22.
is if 14 is considered the standard for large. 16 is when it becomes extra large.
Then what the fuck is like 19 and 22?
It's not usually something you get. It's usually like party
This is
size or family
problematic.
size.
You're getting some shitty ass pizzas, in my opinion.
yeah, but is it
Yeah.
immoral for a pizza place to sell pizza to a fat dude? No,
Yes.
no.
It depends.
It isn't. It isn't. It's just
Hold on,
it's-
hold on.
because the person is obviously they understand the risk of it. They understand what comes with it. So they're deciding. You're not forcing it down their throat. You're just supplying, which isn't immoral on its own.
It's immoral.
It could become immoral if the way you're doing it is immoral, but it seems like he was just selling, so it doesn't.
Hang
I
on,
just-
hang on. But
I
that's
just-
not what's
What do you
happening
mean
in
just
Breaking Bad.
selling? He's not just selling.
Yeah,
I just
Yeah,
He's
noticed.
that's not what's
manufacturing.
yeah, he's
He-
manufacturing.
no,
and
Walter
selling.
White was just like, I have the best fucking pizza in town, but I know this pizza is going to fucking kill you. However, I want these fat motherfuckers to come into my pizza shop and eat this greasy ass pizza and die. That's like the way Walter White justified it to himself.
Wait, what?
Wasn't the
don't-
way Walter White explained it was he didn't care that he sold meth to people because these people were going to do meth and die anyway.
Yeah,
Like they were just going
Yeah.
to be husks.
So
So
they
I-
might as well die from the best meth.
Yeah,
they-
exactly. So he's just like, I'm going to give him the greasiest fucking pizza and these fat
No.
fucks are going to die.
no, it was the healthier option. It's like I'm gonna give them
They-
a more
It's not
chemical. Well, no. He literally,
meth is
said
a weight loss
a
drug.
more chemically pure version. So the analogy doesn't work to making it greasier, right? He's not creating a worse product.
Okay, so he's selling them vegan pizza.
It's
Yeah,
a
he's
great
selling
it's a great weight loss drug.
So
It is.
So he's selling a more chemically pure meth which in it on its own isn't immoral, right? Like there are stuff that we can say could become immoral if we like look at the show as a whole. But
Hey,
then
would something more chemically pure be more addictive?
depending on the thing.
Jelly.
What up, Jelly?
Yo, what's up? Hey.
Okay, so that was the easy one.
Yeah, that one.
Let's go to the hard one. Murder.
Can I ask a quick question?
What?
Sure.
Hornet?
Base.
How are you drawing comparisons between pizza and fucking drugs?
I'm not drawing that comparison. They drew that comparison.
That was me.
Yeah, I'm just
that was Dave.
I'm just answering their comparison with their comparison because it's just like okay, if you
I'm
wanna-
using the comparison because I hate feeders and the idea of it,
And if I may interject real quick,
But
I
he's
just
not a
noticed-
feeder.
but I feel like it's extremely immoral.
He's not
I
a
did- I
feeder.
did-
He's just a
That's what I was going through. He is.
He's just a pizza place.
I did notice a more problematic part of this discussion when I was listening to Hornet talk about pizza. I didn't know that was the joke that you say pizza. What the fuck?
pizza.
Pizza.
Oh,
Yes.
Not pizza.
God damn.
Pizza.
Oh.
Okay. Say it
Oh
right.
God.
Yeah, but so wait, so maybe I was listening just a moment ago, but Hornet, it sounded like you were arguing that the pizza maker and the drug dealer are both equally immoral because all they do is make the product and not use it.
Not immoral. They're morally neutral. There's not a good thing happening and there's not a bad thing happening, right? Like you can
There is a
argue,
bad thing
you
happening.
can argue both sides of like
where
good
do
and
you
bad.
not see the bad thing happening?
I could ask a perfect
Be-
question,
because,
but I don't want to go this deep.
Unless he's forcing it down their throats, because
Hornet grew up in Chicago. Okay,
the
It's a
person
violent
that's
pizza
buying
streets.
the product is the person that's
Hornet-
that understands the risk, understands everything that they're taking into. So they're the ones that are like would be that you could deem
I can make
the
that
one way or another. It's
Hornet
not.
also didn't learn from the great philosopher, Mr. Mackey.
Hang on. Let me expand the question. What
I
if
know
Walter
drugs,
White was
okay.
giving the best
Drugs are
fucking
bad,
fentanyl?
okay?
Okay. What if that's what he was doing? He was giving out the best fucking fentanyl
The
that
purest.
was in the purest fentanyl you could get in goddamn New Mexico, right?
Yeah,
what if
no,
that was the show?
That's still the same.
Nah, that motherfucker gets life in prison, goddamn it. And that's the way it works.
It's not the same.
It's still the same.
Because somebody could consider, because we had a discussion about eating pizzas, right, last night with Neve. And eating a whole pizza is not the same thing as taking, I don't even know what quantities fentanyl comes in, but whatever the
Never.
largest possible quantity that you can grab and then take that shit all at one time, you're likely to fucking die.
yeah.
So there is.
But
Yeah,
you know
that's
that.
true.
But you know that. So if I'm sitting down and eating like 10, then it's just like, then that's on me, right? If I die from that, that's a me issue.
Look,
That's
the
not
problem-
the
problem
person that
is-
sold it to
The
me's problem.
problem is that people are making drugs that can fucking kill people. Pizzas don't kill
Exactly.
people, drugs do.
It's everything kills you.
Pizzas do kill people.
Yeah.
There are
Well,
plenty
I
of
mean,
people who.
so some, overweight guy who has, comorbidity issues sits down and eats a pizza and he has cardiac arrest or something. I get that, right?
Yeah.
But that's not like the probabilities of those things happening aren't as high as somebody taking a huge fucking quantity of fucking fentanyl or whatever the fuck he was making.
Well, he was making meth. So, yeah.
Meth,
But
fentanyl.
Yeah, just
I'm
as
just-
bad.
it's not just as bad, personally.
Pretty close.
That-
I mean, it might not have the same
It
rate
doesn't have
of-
the same
death,
rate of
but-
overdose. Literally,
It,
meth heads are like a different breed.
yeah, they are. Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm saying, the mere act of selling something and producing something is not immoral, right? Otherwise, we would deem, like, let's say, alcohol companies that make wine and all these other like drinks immoral because of the potential risk that it brings to other people. Because let's say if I
Yes,
sell,
but what is the
wait,
okay, here's the difference.
let me explain my thing, and then you can go. Okay? Because if the wine seller sells me a bottle of wine and I decide to drive, is that on the wine seller? No, right? Obviously not.
It's not.
The difference is there is a healthy consumption of wine.
What's
Well, no, I don't think we
There
wanna
is
say
no
that.
healthy consumption of meth.
There's kind
There
of a
could
healthy-
be, Dave. We
there-
need to study this.
Yeah, I don't know about how
No.
what you would call
Hey,
moderate.
There's not.
What about selling
we'll study it.
Like,
what about selling
there are
beepers that
pl-
explode?
There are plenty of people that take meth and aren't addicted to it, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
not-
see, Hornet's on my side.
yeah.
Boo.
The point is that a person, whether they're aware of or not, because let's not play as if people don't get introduced to drugs. They've tried it with friends, they overdose, they're in the hospital. These things happen. And those probabilities of someone getting injured just from the consumption, not from drinking a bottle of wine, then getting in a car, then trying to drive down the road. It's just the action in itself is way higher than eating a fucking pizza, than drinking a bottle of wine.
I can drive.
And
Wait.
when it happens-
You can die from alcohol poisoning.
I get that.
So
I get it.
that's what I'm saying. Like it,
Okay,
and it
but
doesn't
Hornet,
take, and it doesn't
Hornet,
take
it's
a lot.
fine Tuesday night. It's a fine Tuesday night. Which one do you think is going to be easier for me to kill myself on fentanyl, meth, or alcohol?
Fentanyl.
Yes, but what's second place?
Listen, our current health director of the United States did heroin. He was fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Like it's the degrees of severity, I guess, that you want to argue here. But I don't even care about degrees of severity when it's, again, I'm not even stating that it's less severe or whatever. I'm saying that it's not on the supplier, it's not on the person selling it, it's on the person that's buying it that makes that decision. The decision wasn't made by Walter White to, like, he didn't force it down these people's throats. They made the decision on their own.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's go with the murder.
Okay, which murder?
Yes.
We have to look at, we have to analyze each one.
Let's start with the guy in the basement.
The guy in the basement? Okay.
Yeah.
Was it okay?
I'd actually like to start with let's back up a little bit.
Context.
Let's start when he blows up. Can we start when he blows up Tuco?
That's before that, Smokey. That's the beginning.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, never
starting
mind.
from the beginning.
Yeah. We're starting from the beginning.
All right.
Okay. From that point, if for the context, for the people that haven't watched the show, okay, Walter White was basically being held at gunpoint and tried to knock these people out. Then when one of them didn't die from like the car crash, they chained him up to the basement and were keeping him there until a decision was made. Walter debated the whole episode whether he should kill this person or not, and ultimately came down to I should let him go. But when he realized that the plate was missing a shard from the actual, like, the broken plate, then he went downstairs, knew that he, like, potentially, like, even if he lets this person go, that he's gonna fucking get killed. So it's survival at that point, which I don't deem as immoral.
Okay, I would agree
He
with you if it didn't start
assumed
with kidnapping.
the guy was going to kill him.
Okay,
I just wanna say,
you're grabbing
I
a,
just wanna
a
say real
ceramic
quick,
shard
later-
for what?
I just want to say real quick, I gotta go. Later, guys.
Okay, later.
Bye.
Yes, catch you later.
Like, why would he grab the ceramic shard then? Like, it doesn't make sense, dude.
Self-defense. Dude is literally tied up, chained in a basement.
Well, he has his neck with like a bike collar.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's be more
okay,
clear.
here's the thing. So if you kidnap someone and detain them in your basement, do you expect them not to try to save themselves
After they tried to kill you.
after they tried to kill you? What do
Yeah.
you mean?
They tried to kill him. They were gonna kill him.
No,
What?
they did not.
Yes,
No,
they did.
weren't.
Yes, they were.
No.
Yeah. What?
No.
Why did they drag
They
Jesse?
got him to-
Why did they drag Jesse
Because
to the fucking thing? To the RV.
But Walt didn't know that they were going to kill Walt.
They were going to kill him. They knew.
They were going to kill him.
He
Yeah.
knew. He knew they were going to kill him. That's why he acted that
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
And
that was
that's
an assumption.
no, that wasn't an assumption. They had guns and shit on him. Like, what are you talking about?
Just because you have a gun doesn't mean you're going to kill someone.
Pointed at someone.
Nah.
Gun safety, Dave.
That's for self-defense.
If
That's for
you
self-defense.
point a gun at someone, what are you intending to do?
No.
Make
The
friends.
ruling is don't point a gun at someone unless you have the intent to kill them.
Also, let's say hi to the people that have been joining because we haven't been paying attention to chat. Apex, what up? 420 Moon, what up? What up, Ozzy? Okay.
Hi, I'm Dave. Yeah, regardless, if you lock somebody in your basement, I don't think you're a good person.
After they try to kill
You're
you?
such a fucking cuck.
Dude, self-defense.
I know.
Self-defense.
I'm such a cuck.
And it's so weird that you're using the self-defense angle for the people that were trying to kill people instead of for
Okay,
walking away.
low key.
Capturing somebody and imprisoning them is not self-defense. I'm sorry.
They tried to
I'm
kill
gonna be
you.
honest. Okay, killing him's not the bad part. The bad part was the fact he was just so casually like, yeah, we need to melt him in acid. Okay, that's the weird part. That's the kind of sociopathic part, in my opinion.
What, melting a dead body in acid?
No, the fact that he was just so nonchalantly just like, okay, so we need to get a plastic bucket and we need to put the body in there and we need to melt him. And you got this, Jesse.
You gotta get rid of the evidence.
They're in the fucking desert, dude. Do you know how easy it is to bury a body? The fucking mob chose Las Vegas for a reason.
Dude, someone found the gas mask. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I leave a body there, it's over.
They didn't bury the gas mask. Okay, go out in the middle of fucking Arizona or what the fuck ever. Bury that shit. They're not
Mexico.
find it for 30 years.
Nah, bro. Like,
New Mexico.
New
Go to
Mexico.
a desert, bury that shit. They're never finding it, okay? Toss it in the fucking Grand Canyon.
no. Like, that's
Do you know
true.
how often they
That's
find
true.
bodies in the
That's
fucking
true,
desert,
but
dude?
I don't think you understand how long it takes you to fucking dig a fucking hole like that.
Hey, what was he going to do with the fucking acidy mess? What the fuck's the plan with that? Don't you still have to bury it?
No, you just basically. So when you have an acid, you add a base to it to neutralize it after it melts everything in it, and then you just dump it wherever you need to.
No, but
That's
where would
just-
you dump
that's
something
basic
like that? Because you're going to be able
That's
to see the
basic
red,
chemistry.
dude.
That's just basic chemistry. It's not
No,
something
you
that's
don't
not.
mix.
That's
Okay, those
Isn't that
little bits of
reverse,
salt,
real quick?
Okay,
Aren't you supposed to use... Never
base.
mind. You're right. You want to
Yeah.
neutralize it,
Yeah.
not dissolve it.
yeah. You want to basically create throw a base in there so it like neutralizes the acid so it gets
You want to
more down.
neutralize the pH.
Yeah.
okay. Am I retarded or would it completely dissolve the body? Because my understanding, there would still be like little fucking shards of human left.
No, it completely dissolves the body.
Jesus.
It ate through the floor and a tub.
Yeah, but there was still the goopy mess.
A
in Breaking
ceramic
Bad, you know?
tub.
It still looks nasty, dude.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
It's
There's
got-
still
That's what I'm saying,
something
where do
there.
you
It
hide
doesn't
that
like...
shit. That's nasty looking.
well, no,
People
yeah,
ask
for sure, but
questions.
that's
just-
because
You
that's
just dump it in the water.
that's because it ate through the tub and it ate through the floor before it got to the before it ate the body up. That's the whole point. You put it in the acid so it completely dissolves the body, and then you just neutralize.
So it's
it.
like not enough time.
Yeah. That's why Jesse.
Okay.
That's why that was such a fuck up on Jesse because it was a ceramic tub that he put acid into and was just like, well, fuck it, and then we got the goopy mess.
Poor Jesse's house. That was Jesse's house, right?
That was Jesse's house. Yes.
Poor Jesse's house.
Yeah. But yeah, that first murder, or whatever you want to call it, self-defense. That's the ruling for that one.
Okay. Let's see.
Now, Crab.
Who died next? Who was the next one to die?
Crab's favorite one is the Jane argument.
The next murder would be
We got to talk about the bomb that he did in the middle of a street that could have hurt multiple people.
Well, he also is doing meth labs, which
tread
are
lightly on the
prone
jokes.
to
In the middle of the
So,
street.
so
Wait,
in addition
Wait,
to being
in the middle
a drug
of the
dealer,
street.
he's also a terrorist.
he did it in the.
This is
the-
very important.
He did in the middle of a empty parking lot. That's what he did. Okay.
No,
Not in the middle of the
that's
street.
not- he blew Tuco
You-
up in that room, and there was a street, and the window blasted out,
okay.
and a lot of people could have
You
gotten
mean in the
hurt.
retirement? Do you mean in the retirement home where Hector?
No, that's way
where
later. He
Hector,
blows Tuco
where
up in the
Hector
first or second
Salamanca, where Hector Salamanca kills Gus, right?
Did he kill Crazy 8?
No, he
That-
killed
that's-
Tuco.
That was a
He blew
based-ass
Tuco up
old man.
with a bomb.
Technically, he did kill. Technically, he did because he created that that gas. I forget what it was called.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did
He
that.
killed
mad
Crazy
scientist
8 too.
shit.
who had a gun pointed at him. Yeah, but that's the
Okay, what about Gale?
Gale.
What about Gail?
Wait, we're skipping Jane.
Well, I want to go over the bomb. He did a bomb.
Well, Jane is before the bomb.
Terrorist.
Jane is season
But he-
2.
Is he responsible for Jane, though?
Is that Jesse's
Wait,
girlfriend?
really, Dave? Are you on my side on this one?
For
Oh.
Jane, yes.
Okay.
Whoa,
Everyone's been fighting me on this, so I kind of want to hear your take on this because
Drag
I
out.
think
you're no longer allowed in here.
I think
Okay.
Get out of here.
Like, if I'm not gonna, because if we're not gonna hold him responsible for just the drugs in general, just because she like choked on her own vomit and died,
doesn't mean he
like-
killed her.
Nah, that's
Oh
doesn't
my
mean he killed
God.
her.
Base,
No.
That is
base,
so
base, Dave,
nuts.
base. Honestly, don't let these people lie to
Yeah, and I
you.
bet if you hit somebody with your
was
car,
the-
you just
that was
back
the
up
first
over them.
moment I just like, wow, this dude's fucked.
Wouldn't you, Hornet? Well, they're gonna die anyway. Might as well make sure I finish the job. Bam,
Look, okay.
bam.
I mean,
That
it's not
action-
like he was there. He didn't know she would die. He just gave her the means.
Wait, no,
No, he didn't even. Wait, shut up. Wait, shh. So we get this correct, okay? Jane was a heroin addict. She took heroin. It wasn't even meth. That's what they.
Yeah, it's
that's
heroin.
That's what she died on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he watched
They
her.
mixed it with
It's
meth,
her
no?
choice. It's not like he forced her.
Yeah, he didn't put the drugs in her.
It made Jesse a bitch for an entire season. That's why it's unforgivable.
Listen, that's Vince Gilligan's fault. That is. Oh no!
And if anything, Jane's actually kind of a piece of shit because she blackmailed Walt.
Yeah. Yeah. And not only that, by Walt giving them the money, giving him the $500,000. Wait, Smokey. By giving him the $500,000 to two junkies that are literally at the time being like, we're gonna go to rehab tomorrow, but then shoot up that night. You're basically guaranteeing their death.
It's a train dilemma, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
it's a trolley.
the train is on the trolley. Sorry, the trolley's on the track. It's heading to take out Jane. If Walt pulls the cord and flips Jane on her side,
Jesse dies.
then that train gets derailed and switched over to the track where it's heading right over top of Jesse. So I mean, like, it's really just a trolley problem.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So
he just made the decision. Neither decision is negative or positive. You know,
well,
they both result in the same thing. It's just he decided not to act instead of to act.
I would say that the action is morally neutral only because an inaction literally doesn't have anything, right? He just stood there.
I am never taking drugs with you people. Jesus Christ.
Maybe you shouldn't.
well,
I wouldn't want you to do drugs with me anyway.
You're saying it would be morally neutral
Crap.
to watch me OD.
Crap. If you hand two heroin addicts,
Listen, I don't even know what crap said that I agree with
$500,000, $500,000, they're dying. that's guaranteed. It's not a
he is
question
right.
of
I'm reading what he's
if,
reading
it's
right
a
now.
question
He's
of
completely
when.
right.
It's a question of when. That's it. Because those two
ninjas
motherfuckers
are
would have
logically
OD'd
inconsistent.
at some point.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But regardless, Walter didn't kill her. She killed herself.
Yeah.
She took the heroin.
I
That
agree with
caused
Crab
her to
writing an
die.
alternate future to cope. I'm just going to take Crab arguments, and they're not my arguments.
Not saving to someone
You know,
is
I need
not
to do
the
the same.
same as killing them.
Yep.
Sorry.
Base Dave. Goddamn, Dave.
Dave is on
Listen.
your side. That's how you know you're wrong.
Yeah, Dave's wrong. Yeah, that's how I know he's wrong.
I just felt like being based on this one because it's more fun. And I had already said Gail without
No, it's 'cause
saying
you
her.
hate- it's 'cause you
So
hate
I
women.
am,
And you
I
hate
am
Kristen
rolling
Ritter,
with this. I am
you hate
here.
Josh Ritter, and you have a problem with Three's Company.
Yeah, I do. What about
Oh
it?
my God. He admits it. He admitted.
All right. So now to the real
Wait.
The
poor
bomb.
innocent victim, Gail.
Well, people seem
Who's
to
Gail?
be people seem to be outraged about our take here.
Okay, that's fine.
It's
I
logic.
mean, if they are outraged, they're welcome to come in and argue their points.
Krabs says
They
it's,
don't have
it's
to.
logically
I'll argue it from
inconsistent
chat.
to claim the need for intervention while dismissing a need to intervene, which I don't think is logically inconsistent. You don't need to intervene.
No,
into-
I literally, that's exactly what I said. What do you mean logically inconsistent?
yeah.
In order for her to live, she needed intervention, but he's not required to do that intervention.
Yeah.
He's not a doctor.
Like if he wanted
He
to
never
be,
took a Hippocratic oath.
What the fuck?
if he wanted to be morally good, if he wanted to do the good thing, then yes, he would flip her over. But not flipping her over isn't morally bad.
It's not good either.
Yeah, it's neutral.
Hence why I skipped Jane.
I don't think it would be called
'Cause it's
neutral.
not his fault.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's neutral.
That's
Regardless,
neutral.
not saving someone is not the same as killing someone.
Yeah.
It's not. It would still wouldn't be murder. If anything, it would just
Maybe
be
it doesn't-
negligence.
Maybe Walt
He
can
might get
sleep
a
at night, but I don't
negligence
think
charge
everybody
for it, but
could
he
in
wouldn't
that
get a
situation.
murder charge for this.
Otherwise, Batman killed Ra's al Ghul.
If he gave her the heroin, you could say, yeah,
Dude, Batman killed a bunch of people in that movie, Hornet.
He was a
that
murderer,
Batman was pretty
but-
based.
he just didn't turn her on her side when she was vomiting.
Yeah, that was it. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. Like, I don't understand why that's
I mean,
like we were just like that's condemnable. It's just like no, he's not required to do anything.
I mean,
if
to be honest, though,
Holy-
I would still condemn him for it. But I'm talking about murder right now, and not.
I
I
don't
still think he's completely wrong for what he did here. Morally bad.
Is he,
Morally
though?
bad. You should save her, but I'm not counting this in the murders.
Is he though? Because like again, like we
Yes.
said, like Jesse dies.
I'm not saying he's good for this.
Okay,
that was,
fine. If it's
that
not
whole
murder, can we at
trial
least
was
say
a joke
assisted
and just me
suicide?
running down that
It's not even assisted suicide.
that
It's not even
logic
close.
line. That wasn't even like me agreeing that that is true. It's just me taking a logic line because it's funny. I still think he's morally terrible for not turning her on her side. However,
No, because
I don't
that's
consider a murder at
that's
that
not
point.
just
It's
the
negative.
scenario, right, Crab? Like if we're taking the isolated scenario on its own, removing all outside factors, then yes, we can argue about that. But there are multiple things that lead up to this, like the blackmailing, the being addicted to heroin.
Listen, all I'm
the
hearing is
other-
that you would let a baby suffocate face down, you monster.
No, because that's a different scenario. Because there's no
I don't
state.
think it is.
How's that a trolley
baby,
problem?
Hornet.
How's
She
that?
was somebody's baby.
What if
and
it's a
her
mess
death
baby, Hornet?
led to misery.
Now, if it was baby Hitler, then we have a moral conundrum.
She was
baby
somebody's
Hornet?
baby, Hornet. She was somebody's daughter, and that man had a spiral that led to a plane crash. That was Walter White's fault.
No,
He
that was
killed
his,
a little girl.
That was his
and
fault.
fucking
Wait,
baby was in the bowl, okay?
wait. That
He
was
a terrorist.
that's his fault because
True.
in that episode he gave Jane an extra day before taking her to rehab, knowing that she was already taking drugs. That's his fault. If
No.
anyone's culpable in this
Wrong.
situation,
No.
in this
Walter
situation,
White
it's
is
the dad.
culpable.
And the dad is the guy that
Listen,
actually got
listen.
all the people killed on that plane. If anyone
Because
is
he
morally
was
wrong in this
terribly
situation,
upset
it
because
is
his
the father.
daughter was murdered by Walter White in action.
Murdered?
Murdered by
No.
Walter White's in action.
And it was the
Knowing that it
I don't even think he'd get. I don't even think he'd get accused of manslaughter for this.
He's a monster.
Like, I don't think
He wouldn't
can-
even get manslaughter charges.
I don't think you
How
can
are you
catch
gonna let
negligence.
Jesse take that?
You can't catch a single charge for this. I don't know what the charge would be.
It
For this.
doesn't. Oh my god!
It would be negligent. It would be gross negligence.
Would it?
Yeah.
Nah, it
No.
was
Sure.
No.
Nah.
I don't.
If I had been Kristen Ritter's fucking dad, I would have sued the fuck out of Walter White if I hadn't have gotten all those people killed in that plane crash.
Yeah.
You know what? True.
He killed a bunch of people.
I would
I don't know.
have said if
I don't know why you're defending
I want
this
to
man.
know.
He killed a bunch of people.
I'd like to know the end of that. What happened there? Did they ever find out? Oh yeah, I let your daughter die.
Yeah. So the determining factors for gross negligence are the defendant knew there was a risk of harm.
Did he ever explicitly
The
give
defendant
remorse
could have
about
avoided the risk
situation?
by using ordinary care. The defendant failed to use ordinary care, and it was likely to result in serious injury. Those are the three ways to be grossly negligent. This is more for as a doctor, though.
Yeah, that seems to be for like some level of care, like someone that actually has care over you, right? Like a
Yeah, I
parent.
guess so. So never mind. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't quite
Yeah,
because he doesn't have an obligation,
yeah. There's just
and
no,
that's where the problem is.
like if you see someone getting robbed, you are under no
It's still
obligation
wrong
to help
to
them.
not help when you can.
Yeah,
I still think it's morally bad to not
I don't think it's morally bad. I just don't think it's not
to
the
not
good
save
thing.
someone's
He
life when
knew
it's not
better.
even an
The-
inconvenience.
Walter
to
White
himself.
The good thing
better,
is to
and he
help.
chose darkness.
The bad thing is to
He chose
join
darkness,
in.
yes.
Like if he would have killed Jane, like if he would have made sure she was never going to breathe again, then for sure I would say he did something bad.
What would the substantial difference be?
The substantial difference is that you're actually having an action in that.
He didn't like stay there and watch her die. Like technically he left. She could have rolled over on her own and coughed it up and lived.
And she died in like
True.
20 seconds. So like
Or anybody else could have came along and turned her on her side. Like he just wasn't the one saving her.
yeah.
I could
You
play
know,
both
Dave.
sides of this because it's fun.
Fucking
It's not
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying morally neutral. The bad action is joining in. If you watch someone get robbed and then you join in on the robbery, then you're bad. But if you help the person, you're good. If you do nothing, it's neutral.
What if you're like walking across a bridge and you clearly see somebody like step up on the side of the bridge and go to like take a jump? It's like morally neutral, just let them do it. Like
Yeah.
you could stop them, you could
It-
grab them,
It is
but
morally
you're just going to
neutral.
walk it.
The morally
I
good
can
thing.
guarantee you right now, if
moral-
you yell jump, jump,
God
jump,
damn
you
it,
have taken
Smoking.
a stance.
The morally good thing to do would be to stop them, right? But just have like pushing them would be the morally bad thing.
So by your logic, what just
I don't
saying
know.
jump, jump, jump
I
is
think-
morally neutral.
I think
No, you're
turning
already-
her on her
That's what
side
Walter White
is
did.
morally neutral. I think
Oh, so
turning her
just
on her
jump,
side
jump, jump.
and calling an ambulance is more morally good. Like seeing through that she actually recovers
Walter
is
White told
morally
that guy,
good.
Jump, jump, jump. It's
Doing the
fine.
bare minimum of turning her on her side is morally neutral.
That's the bare
Ignoring
minimum
the
of what I think
situation
is
and walking away is morally corrupt. It's not even an inconvenience for him.
It is.
How would Baldur's Gate
Con-
handle this? This is my question.
Contextually, it is for it, right? Because he cares about Jesse. So if he does this action, Jesse dies. Because his initial reaction is to try and do that, right? Like his initial reaction is that, but then he like looks at the situation as a whole and then comes to that conclusion.
Nah, I don't like. Nah, he was playing God, Hornet. It's never good to play God. Okay,
What do you mean playing God?
God put him there to save her, and he said no.
Or
He
God.
should.
What?
Okay. That's
Why
what
are you
happened.
bringing God into this
Because
equation?
fucking God is actually the true
Because
narrator.
they
of
can't
Breaking
defeat
Bad.
they can't defeat this one, Dave. That's why I've had so many
True.
people fight me on this one.
I'll appeal to God. Okay, that's what I'll do.
Well, we need
Look, just because I can't peel you out of your fucking dementia doesn't mean that I've lost. Okay, it just means that you're going to stay in your dementia.
give me a substantial argument, and then maybe we could get somewhere.
I thought the
Jesus
terrorist
frowns, that's the
bombing
reason.
was pretty good.
Yeah, look, terrorist
Okay.
bombing. That's
Terrorist
decent.
bombing happens after Gale, so we can move on to Gale if we're done with this part of the conversation. Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
are we
The
done?
nicest
Are-
person
wait,
in the world.
Wait, fights.
I'm done. I
do
mean,
you have-
I already
Low-key,
stated mine.
I want you to justify the brother-in-law. Okay, I want you to do that.
The brother-in-law.
Yeah, I want you
We're
to justify
nowhere
the
near
That
brother-in-law.
one's
That's way down the line.
that one's way easy. Like that's not that's super
Hell
easy.
no.
It's super
That's
easy.
so far down the line, we're not even close.
You're gonna justify El Chapo killing fucking FBI agents after this. What the fuck?
Listen, bro. I'm telling you that there's a reason. Now, Fights, do you have anything to
You
say?
probably also think Rittenhouse should have just stood there and died, huh?
Yeah.
It depends. Depends on how close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that's logically consistent.
Low key, I don't know shit about Rittenhouse. Okay, I didn't watch anything about it. That wasn't
Wow.
the shit I was paying
That's like
attention
one of the biggest things that's happened.
How? Do you know how much shit people talked about with BLM? That was only one of like 9 different stories people were covering.
There was nothing going on at that time. That was like right as BLM riots and protests were dying that the whole stuff happened.
Nah.
That was one
There
of the
was-
last events of
I
that
was more
whole
covering
era.
People that were actually getting arrested and fucking thrown in jail for like looting and shit like that. That was the shit I was focused on. I could care less about Rittenhouse.
You chose the boring angle. Damn.
I liked the boring shit. That was the shit that interests me.
Rittenhouse had a lot of fun arguments.
Yeah, that one.
I loved the
that one
debates
was
around
fun.
it.
That one was fun to actually get into.
Yeah.
But that's why I like this one because it's just like
And to watch live
it's
the
just so good to
court
get
case,
into.
it was epic.
like. But we can move on to Gale unless Feist, you want to chime in. Do you have any takes? Nothing.
On which one?
Jane. Do you think it's Walter's fault or not
Oh.
Walter's fault?
That's definitely not his fault.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Base.
We're all in
Jesus
agreement.
Christ.
Jane is not Walt's. It's not murder. Walt did not murder Jane. Got it.
Okay. Now
That's at least my stance. I won't say that he's not still at fault for her death, but
Assisted suicide.
That's
That's what I'm
different.
going with.
It's not
okay.
even assistant suicide.
it's just he didn't save
Assistant,
her.
the,
He just
the
didn't save her,
assistant
yeah.
suicide is the one that was doing drugs with her who was passed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Base.
Okay.
If anything,
Based and
Jesse's
true.
more culpable
Based and
than
true.
Walt.
Take it or leave it.
All right, but that definitely does tie us into Gale
Okay.
because Jesse pulled the trigger, but Walt ordered him to do it.
listen, I've been a part of enough cover-ups this week. I will not be a part of the cover-up and walk away. Good night, sir.
There we go, dude.
Okay. So that's not murder, Dave. Firstly, if we're just arguing the murder point, that's not murder. Okay?
Yeah, it is.
Because he didn't pull the trigger. You said it yourself.
everyone who's involved would be charged with murder.
He didn't do the killing. It would be Jesse.
I'm looking to see if that would make you guilty of murder.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Who bought the drugs? Okay, that's the question. Did she bring the drugs?
Yes.
They both
Okay,
brought
yeah,
the
you cannot-
drugs.
you
They
cannot
both
blame it
brought the
on Jesse.
drugs.
It says
They
if you
both
order
brought the
a hit,
drugs.
aka hire someone to kill another person, you are legally considered guilty of murder, as you are considered to have directly intended and planned the killing, even if you didn't physically commit the act yourself.
And
This is classified as murder for hire crime in most jurisdictions
Okay,
and
so-
carries severe legal penalties.
But it's not the same as murder, just straight up murder.
It's still murder. It's murder for hire.
Yeah, it's murder for hire. For
hire.
For hire. Like that's the key component there.
For a higher power.
All right, now morally justify it.
Morally justify it? Here you go.
It's Gale.
So
the nicest person in this entire series.
Yeah.
Sweet Gale.
Yeah, but also you are under the threat of another gun.
No.
Yes.
Gale would not have killed. Hold on.
Wait. Gale wouldn't have killed him. Gale wouldn't have killed him. Gale wouldn't have killed him, but it was in the act of survival because Walt was about to be killed by Mike. Remember when they drove him to the laundry place? They were saying you have to go down there. You know what this is, and then he makes the call to Jesse. So in that case, it is self-defense, Dave, because it would keep him alive.
There are other ways he could have defended himself other than taking an innocent man's life.
There are other ways.
Gale wouldn't have killed him, though. But
I don't even know.
No. Gale's blood is still in his hands. Killing an innocent person to save yourself is not self-defense.
Okay, innocent? Are we really doing innocent?
Yes.
Because he knew that Gus was going to get rid of him. So,
Gale, was that the other cook?
That was the other cook.
Gale
had zero ill intent towards Walt.
Innocent? Oh, okay. So
Gale looked up to Walt and looked at him as a teacher.
In the scene where Gus and Gale are discussing how long it would take Gale to do this on his own, Gale says about like 2 weeks or whatever. It was like a shit ton of cooks, right? And then Gus just like starts frowning and looking at him, and he's just like, after one cook? And then it's just like, okay, that's where he's just like, so he knew that Walter White was gonna get rid of. Okay, he absolutely knew. Now, did he care? No, he's not innocent in this situation, right?
He's absolutely innocent in the situation.
No, he's not.
Has nothing to do with the planning of Walter's kill. If anything, he intentionally made it take longer so that Walter could stay alive longer and find a way out of it.
One cook.
He knew how to cook it way before he actually told Fring.
This was Walter's fault. Okay, Walter was dumb enough to train his replacement. That's all that fucking happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Gale tried to buy him time.
One cook was not enough.
Gale literally tried to buy him time.
Like one cook? No,
one cook was enough. He added after one cook.
He cowered to Fring. Okay, Gustavo Fring. That's what happened there. Okay.
Yeah, he did it to try to buy Walt more time.
The argument isn't whether he's good or bad, Fuzzy. It's whether he's morally neutral throughout the show.
That is morally evil. Having an innocent man killed to save your own life.
It is, again, not innocent. He knew that you were going to die, and he did nothing to stop it, so not
That's
innocent.
Cope. And you're also arguing facts, not evidence, because you don't know that he knew. You just assume that he knew.
Okay, so it's saying that, yeah, him being pissed off about the fucking 1 week thing.
This is what we call hearsay.
A few more cooks, and then he just drops down to one cook because he knew Gustavo Fring was just not fucking around at that point. Because it's not like he didn't know what Gustavo Fring was up to. Like, are you saying Gale had no idea of?
Yes, Gale was a poor innocent lad.
Gale was a retard. Okay.
Okay.
He was a retard. And he trusted Walter.
You're wrong. Gale was the best.
He was.
How dare you?
Part of a drug empire.
He was gullible. Okay, he thought he could trust people. That was his issue.
No,
that's why he was stupid.
He's part of a drug empire. He obviously knows that how drug empires work. Okay, Gale isn't dumb. Okay,
he was a poor chemistry student that wanted to make it big. That's all it was.
Poor chemistry student.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You're wrong. He wasn't poor. Gale had a cool ass house and all kinds of shit.
Well, he lived in an apartment.
I know, it was beautiful.
He lived in fucking New Mexico, okay? How good could it have been?
Yes, he is literally a supervillain. You're right. And he looks like Lex Luthor.
Okay.
True.
Okay, but for that one, he never pulled the trigger. It was in self-defense because he would have been killed and the people around him would have been killed.
That's not how self-defense works.
Yes, it is in self-defense.
You can't order a killing in self-defense.
Yes, you can.
That means, for one, you had to premeditate it to set up the scenario where you could make a call and with a code word give somebody an order to kill someone.
So if I have
That's
a gun in my house, that's setting up for a scenario, Dave.
If you have a gun in your house and
Eventually, if someone breaks in,
this is the worst hypothetical you've ever made. It's
not a hypothetical. It's a comparison. Because when you get a gun in your house, you're waiting for the worst case scenario, right? The worst case scenario
is not how this works.
The worst case scenario.
That's not how this works at all.
So why do you have your gun? Like at that point, if not for self-defense?
That's like no, because you don't have a target. That's where it's different. You're literally setting up a plan with a target. You're like, this man will be here at this time. You will go to his house. You will murder this man.
That's not how it went down. What are you talking about? He's just like,
Basically.
go, Jesse, go. That's all he said.
No, they had a plan. They planned it out ahead of time, and he gave him the code.
He gave him the code?
The code word.
Go, Jesse, go.
I don't
the code
remember
word.
what it was.
The code word is go, Jesse, go. That's the code word. Do it, Jesse. Do it,
Jesse. You have to kill Gale now. He obviously set up.
He did say that, Dave. He actually.
That's not what he said on the phone.
He said that on the phone. He's like, you got to do it now. We can look up the quote. We can actually look up this quote.
Yeah, he said Teen Titans Go, fucking based.
It's been a while since I watched this.
What does Walt say to Jesse?
AI's looking it up. Oh, here, I found a 1 minute and 32 second.
We can't run that. We can't run that.
I know we can't, but I can.
What is the actual line? Then I don't know what the fuck the actual line is. You can tell me.
Mr. White, did you do it? No, I didn't do it. I can't now. It's going to have to be you. Listen to me. You're closer than we are. You have a 20-minute lead. Okay. They have me at the laundry and they're going to kill me. Jesse, do it now. Do it fast. Jesse, do it.
Do it. Yeah, it was the do it line.
That's it.
That's it.
He doesn't say go kill Gale. Because what happens after it is, what was that exactly? You might want to hold off. Why? Because your boss is going to need me.
Exactly. That is the line afterwards.
63, 53, Juan Tabo, apartment 6.
He knew the apartment.
He didn't tell Jesse where to find him?
No, he didn't. Jesse already knew.
Bullshit.
Jesse already knew.
Bullshit.
Jesse already knew, bro.
This is cope.
He already knew. But again, it doesn't matter because ultimately his life was in danger. So yes, he did.
So no, he didn't issue a final instruction. He had this set up and planned out with Jesse.
He had a plan in place for sure.
My ass.
I'm not arguing that he didn't have a plan in place, but a plan that worked out for in self-defense because they were going to kill him.
You know, I remember a simpler time when he was just making meth to cover for his family because he was going to die of cancer. All right. I don't.
Oh, that was only for one
shit.
episode. That wasn't even for one episode.
Yeah. I don't like all this. We need to fucking kill this motherfucker. He's going to.
That was the plan.
You know that this is some crazy ass shit. If you're being real.
Well,
If anything, Jesse's the biggest victim in all of this. All he wanted to do was make his chili pea meth.
Jesse is the reason a lot of these deaths happened. Okay.
No.
Yes.
It's completely Walt's fault.
It was literally Jesse pulling the trigger. It was literally Jesse doing all of these things. Okay. And let's not forget that Gustavo Fring had literally brought Walter White into the desert and was just like, yeah, I will kill you and your whole fucking family.
We haven't got to that one yet. That's next.
Okay, that is next.
That comes after.
Is that after or is that before?
Oh no, sorry. I don't know.
That's before.
I thought it was after, but you might be right.
It's before.
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, because because Jesse and Walt were having conflict at that point.
On,
and that's why
on this one, you're not gonna budge, but I don't believe you're convincing anybody either.
Listen. I'm not budging on any of these.
I'm aware. Obviously, Gustavo Fring. I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
He didn't need to kill him.
Gustavo was gonna kill everyone. Okay, we could talk about it. Just real quick, we'll do the quick take on it. Well, I think we skipped two people. We skipped the drug dealers.
The two rival dealers? They were actually before Gale even. I kind of forgot about them.
Yeah, we skipped two people. So we skipped the two rival, not the rival drug dealers, but the people that Jesse was about to kill. Now, that one...
Wait, he didn't kill, but he's not responsible for... They didn't die.
They did die. He ran them over with his
Did
car.
they? Wait a minute.
And then
I'm
he's like,
confused.
run at the end of the episode. And then
I don't remember this
stuff
one.
by.
Hold on. Shit. Why am I not remembering this at all?
It's the drug dealers that killed the kid. Jesse's new girlfriend's kid. Kid brother. You don't remember that?
What season was that in?
3, I believe. If not 2. Near the end of 2. But yeah, he ran over 2 drug dealers. Because Jesse was about to kill them and Walt didn't want him to go through that and be murdered.
Interesting. I don't know why I forget this.
That's the weirdest one because it's just like, okay, you don't want Jesse to kill people because Gustavo has ordered a ceasefire and Jesse will be murdered if he does anything.
Well, that's definitely murder. Never mind. I forgot about this one, but this is just blatant murder.
That was the one that is just like the line is kind of drawn there.
This one is just blatant murder. Yeah, he literally plows into him with his car.
We have to ask: is it justified or is it not justified?
Killing one and injuring the other, and then he not only that. He gets out of the car, walks over to the gun, and shoots the dude in the head.
Shoots him in the face. Shoots him in the fucking face.
To finish him off.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the question is it justified?
No.
Why?
He could turn them in.
But then he would die. And Jesse would die.
No, he wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dying anyway, but... Going to jail is not dying.
Remember, before all that happened, Frank ordered a ceasefire between Jesse and those 2 drug dealers.
Yeah. You just flip on everybody and go into Wipro. That's the morally good thing to do.
But that's the morally good thing to do. But we're arguing moral ambiguity here.
Running somebody over is not morally ambiguous, my guy.
It is morally ambiguous when you're trying to protect someone other than the 2 people that you're running over.
You're insane.
Because
I forgot about these ones because these are just blatantly evil.
They're not evil necessarily.
Yes.
Because again,
Yes.
Jesse would have been killed. which would have probably ended up with Walt being killed and everyone that they know being killed.
That's an assumption.
Well, that's not an assumption. That's what Gus told him to drop it. And then he's just like, you're lucky Walt is vouching for you. Otherwise, I'd be dealing with this in a very different manner.
Yeah, and what makes you think Jesse's gonna die if Walt doesn't kill them?
Because he would have killed the 2 drug dealers. Jesse was walking up with a gun about to kill the 2 drug dealers.
Yeah, but you just let you.
So he intervened to make sure that he was the one that did it, so that Jesse didn't get the.
That's also not how self-defense works.
That's not self-defense. That's in the defense of another.
That's also not how the defense of another works. Defense of another would have been him running over Jesse to keep him from shooting those 2 guys.
So killing Jesse would have been the morally neutral thing to do.
Yes!
Ain't no way, dude.
Absolutely.
Like that is...
Because they're not walking up with a gun to kill Jesse. Are they?
No, they're not.
Do they have any plans of killing Jesse?
No, because Gustavo told them to back the fuck up.
Does Gustavo have any plans of killing Jesse at that point?
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Very much.
You're wrong.
Very much. He didn't trust
Only
him.
if Jesse shoots somebody.
No, if he intervenes in any way. Like, remember, at the beginning of their interaction, Gustavo and Jesse were not like... Gustavo did not like Jesse at all. Remember, he's like, you can't trust a junkie. All these other things. Like, there was just a lot there that Gustavo didn't like the way Walt was doing business with this guy. So, any reason to get rid of him would have been enough.
This is a lot of assumptions here.
Well, no. When we look at Gustavo's history throughout, he doesn't take risks.
Yes, but if Jesse would have not shot those 2 guys, nothing would have went bad.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But that was a Jesse action, right? But in order to keep Jesse alive, Walt had to run those people over. Because Jesse would have killed them.
No, that's definitely not how that works.
Yeah, because then he would have been murdered by Gus.
That's an assumption again.
No, that again, he was looking for any reason to get rid of Jesse. Jesse decided, because the kid brother died, because they shot a kid in cold blood, right?
Sure. They're evil people. I agree. They were evil people as well.
That he was going to kill them. They
are morally bad. You know who else is morally bad? Jesse, who was going to avenge the children by murdering 2 guys. And you know who else is morally evil?
Well,
Walt.
We can argue.
Murdering them instead of letting Jesse cleanly murder them.
Well, no.
Because he could have just let Jesse kill them and then taken the fall for it.
It's just as brutal.
No. Slamming into somebody with your car is not nearly as brutal as executing someone.
Listen, dying on impact and dying...
It is much more brutal than execution.
I don't know. I don't think it's a one-shot type of deal. Okay, Jesse doesn't really know how to fire a gun very well. And also, there's the potentiality of Jesse dying in that situation as well.
What?
You're gonna shoot 2...
Now you're really the copium levels are off the charts.
You're shooting 2 gang members that have no problem killing children.
Sure.
You're gonna pull a gun on them. The likelihood of you making it out of that is low, right?
Except that you have all the initiative and everything.
It's like...
And it's not a turn-based game. You can shoot 2 times before they have any idea what's happening.
Hopefully. But, that doesn't mean that you're going to kill them.
Not hopefully. He already has the gun pointing at them.
Is he going to headshot both of them?
It doesn't have to be.
Obviously, when you get shot, it's not... You're instantly down, Dave.
You're also not instantly turning and firing back at somebody.
Yeah, for sure. But there is a potentiality for death there, right? Are you saying that there isn't?
Christine, you can cash at me $10 and I'll shut up. I'll mute myself for 20
No,
minutes.
don't sell your out for $10. What are you doing?
$10, I'll take
Listen,
$10. I like
listen.
money.
Yeah, do
Listen.
20.
Do 20, Dave.
Avius isn't arguing, so somebody has to argue.
Yeah.
The fucking Illuminati took out my internet, okay? There was nothing I
Uh-huh.
could do.
No, it was Hornet. He was afraid you were gonna attack his position more.
Fucking true.
Listen, I'm not afraid of these positions. These positions are all based.
This
and true.
position is absolutely
based
absurd.
and true, bro. Based and true. But
He
well,
literally
obviously-
ran his car into the dudes.
Yeah, into two people.
And while
To
he's
prevent-
crawling, clinging to life, Walt goes and picks up his gun, shoots him in the head.
Yeah. Which is
That's
the
fucked.
which is the humane thing to do.
True.
Wow.
Listen, he would have bled out and died on the side of the street. Okay? He did the humane thing. He finished it off. Clean.
Are we on the brother-in-law?
No, we're not on the brother-in-law. We
God damn it! That's the part
We haven't
I wanna
even
talk
get to
about.
Gustavo yet. We're getting to Gustavo yet.
Jesus.
Okay, so just for a quick list of what's to come, we have a lot to go over. We're probably not going to even finish it in this episode.
based.
After Gustavo, we have Tyrus. Then we have
Tyrus.
Hector.
Wait, how did Tyrus die? I actually don't remember that one.
It's the same one that Gustavo died.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
And Hector Salamanca died.
Yeah.
All three of them died.
Yeah.
And two of Gus's henchmen.
Yeah.
Those are all together.
Yeah.
Then Mike. Then the 10 guys in prison.
And then,
Then Jack.
Jack.
Jack Welker.
Jack. Well, who's that?
And the 4 Nazis. Or sorry, 6 Nazis.
No, that we're skipping.
Okay,
Hank.
now
You're
we're
skipping
getting
Hank.
to the point where I'm like, okay, that was justified.
You're skipping Hank at that point because
He saved
Oh, am I?
Jesse's life.
Hank happens after the 10 people.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's right. Well,
I can argue that Walter White is a piece of shit, but his last act
Walt
was
kills.
an active
Walt is leaving.
production.
Walt is leaving the game, so he had. So he's basically getting rid of it, like anyone that has any ties to him, to make sure that his money doesn't get fucked up. That's the reason. And then after all that, we get the scene where Hank's sitting on the toilet and then finds out who Walt is. I mean, we can skip to that one, or we could do Gustavo Fring.
oh, Jack Welker is the gang leader.
Jack dies before the 4 Nazis, and then no, he dies after the 4 Nazis because he lights a cigarette. It's like let me light a cigarette, and then Walt shoots him in the face. But we're moving ahead. Okay, let's.
I don't know. I find Walt less culpable in his death than most of these, but I'll get to that when we get there.
Because
I
he
guess.
was freeing Jesse. Okay, but that's a spoiler.
No, it's not because he's freeing Jesse. That's not why.
Okay, let's move on to Fring. Okay, let's get to the Fring one, because the Fring one, I don't think there's a lot of objections there,
No, not really.
unless someone has an objection. Because again, yes, he did create a bomb, right? But Hector Salamanca ultimately pulled the trigger because of his hatred for Gustavo Fring.
This is another one of those murder for hire things.
Not really for hire.
He used a crippled to carry out murder. I would argue this is a manipulation.
He got somebody else to do it for him. He still orchestrated the murder.
No, the
And
dude,
Hornet, if this
the
guy
dude
was
did it for
young
revenge.
and stupid,
dude-
that's one thing.
the
But
dude
this
did
is
it
an
for
old,
revenge.
crippled man who is living in a nursing home. If anything, Hornet, you know this is fun.
Who's Fring? Who Fring? just literally murdered all of his family members.
Yeah.
All of his family members.
Okay. Well,
All of his family members.
Shit happens.
listen.
Through one of the
I know
biggest
somebody hates
cartel
you.
poisonings we have seen on TV.
You know, vengeance isn't like justification
It's not
for
just
murder, right?
it's not justification. It's not
Yeah, as a matter
justifying
of fact,
Hector.
if I actually know that there's
No,
a
I'm
person
just
that
saying
wants
that's
to
not
do you
manipu-
vengeance, and I go out of
Hector
my way to
wasn't-
make sure that you meet that
Hector
person,
was not.
I would argue that I am accessory.
It's not about the justification for that. You're saying that he was manipulated. No, he wasn't.
Yeah. Well,
There was no.
I agree to
there was
disagree.
There was nothing more in life
Listen,
that he wanted
Walter
to do.
White
He was
is
given
master
the means,
manipulator.
though.
Yeah, he was given the means for sure, right? By Walter.
Walter supplied him
Yeah,
with the capabilities. The time and place were kind of predetermined because Gus is a man of habit and retarded.
well, no. What had happened for that particular scenario, for the Gustavo Fring death, was Hector Salamanca decided to go to the DEA. Remember? To give the illusion
Yeah.
that he's ratting. And then,
But he didn't.
yeah, he didn't rat.
Obviously.
And then ended up so that Gus would have to show up and get rid of him. Now, did he know
Yeah.
Gus was gonna show up? Yeah, because he hates this fucking man.
And he was literally toying with this man.
Yeah, so Gus was the person that was gonna show up and kill him. And yeah.
Like, I don't feel bad for Gus dying whatsoever.
Yeah, not at all.
Still murder, though. If you murder Hitler, it's still murder.
I feel like
Gus.
I feel like
deserved it, okay?
I feel like he's an accessory to murder at best in that scenario.
really doesn't matter if you deserve it or not. Murder's still murder.
Yeah,
Nah, he
If you
should've been
murder an
crucified,
evil
okay?
person, it's still murder.
I think Walt is.
Nah, it would have been justified.
He's an accessory to murder for sure.
I would probably give him more than that, but I don't necessarily
that's
think
as
it's
far as I'm
morally
willing to go with
bad.
it. Yeah, I think that's the morally neutral one because it's just like so many people were gonna die in that scenario.
Well,
Okay,
assumedly.
forget so many people are going to die. Think about how many people Gus had already killed up to that point.
Yeah, for sure.
But
You're literally
retribution
doing
isn't.
society a favor.
For sure.
I don't believe in the death penalty.
It's because you're a pussy, okay?
No, it's just because they value life.
Yeah,
That's fucking gay.
Gustavo
Yeah.
Frings is the weirdest one because
Only gay,
I think most people would be like that.
homophobe.
That one is morally in the middle for a lot of people because it's just like Gus is kind of like the actual supervillain. Now, after this point is when we start seeing the transformation from Walt, where he goes from like to like, okay, we're starting to see some villain traits here. So we can move on to the next one if you want, Dave, unless someone else has
That's actually where it
anything
gets
to add.
based.
But up until this point, I can see justifications behind a lot of things. But
I want to talk
Justification
about
don't make
Hank,
it not-
goddammit.
Evil.
justifications do create a level of ambiguity, Dave.
No, I disagree. Unless it's actually to save your
To
own
be
life.
to be justified in your kill. That's why it's not murder.
No.
By
Let's see.
definition, Dave. By definition.
Let's get back to my list.
After that, I think you said Mike, right?
Yeah, Mike.
Okay, this one's kind of weird for me. I will say this one is the weirdest argument that I'm probably gonna make for than all of these, because the reaction from Walt, everything that happened in that scenario, I don't know. Obviously, like, he was in his feelings in that moment, right? We all know that. That's why he felt super fucking awful after he pulled the trigger. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Here it comes.
the situation is, could he go on knowing that Mike could potentially return at any moment?
No, that's not even close to a good thing. Literally, Walt lost his temper, and that's why he shot Mike with his own gun.
Well, it's not. It's about what he lost his temper about, right? Because
True, it does matter why you killed someone in cold.
Hey, he even realizes that he was evil in doing this.
he's like, I could have
and
just
tried to apologize later.
Yeah, he's just like, I could have gotten the list from Lydia. Like that was like he didn't think that one through. That one, oh, it was just like.
He basically admits that he was morally incorrect and evil in this.
That one is a
He was
moral
just
faulting.
incompetently stupid.
That one I would say is
He
a moral
killed Mike
faulting
in cold fucking blood out of his own incompetence and insecurities.
Not insecurities. Let's remember the reason, because the reason was Mike didn't want to give up the 10 names for the people that were being held in jail that were no longer getting paid. Because all of their money was taken away. So Walt was frantic, for sure. We can say that one. And I will say that this one is the one where I'm just like, yeah, this one doesn't really have the through line that a lot of the other ones do. Because even in the circumstance, you see how Walt reacts. You see, like, the spur of emotions. By the way, Bryan Cranston, or whatever the actor's name, does such a good job at these roles. I don't know what the fuck it is. But, like, that scene, like, the emotions are there. It's just like, he's freaking out, then he goes into the whole then he goes
there's a reason the show was so good. I mean, there's a reason we're able to have these conversations, because it was a good show. Would you say Dexter is morally neutral?
We're not going down the Dexter
just for future
route.
reference, I'm just curious.
We're not going down the Dexter route today. We'll do that in another episode if we need to.
No.
But
No, he thinks Dexter should be fucking president.
Dexter is another scenario all on its own.
Look, I just want you to justify Hank, okay? That's the thing I'm excited for.
Well, that's why we're just saying that the Mike one. Yeah, that one was a bad one.
He's conceding on Mike. He is conceding on Mike.
Mike, I'll give you that one, because it's just like it was a spur of emotions. It's just, even at the end of the scene where he's just like, I could have gotten the list from Lydia, and he's like trying to apologize, and then fucking Mike tells him to shut the fuck up. Oh, it was perfect. It was perfect. But that doesn't necessarily make him evil. He just had.
Yes, it does.
He just had he had a failing in that moment, and I'll give you that.
Oh yeah, failing. Oh, I'm sorry. We've only murdered half a dozen people, but it's fine.
We haven't even got
We're
it.
not even done.
We haven't
We're
got
not
it
even
to
done.
half a dozen, because Jane doesn't
Yes, we
count
have.
as one.
2 drug dealers.
We're way
2 drug
up
dealers,
to about a
2
people,
drug
few people at
dealers,
this point.
and
4 drug dealers, actually.
4 drug dealers. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. 2 drug dealers, and then Crazy 8 and whatever.
Okay, so he was so actually 7, 8 drug dealers.
What other drug dealers did he kill?
I'm gonna
Crazy.
tell you right now. You
killed
say
2
drug
rival
dealers, but all I'm hearing
the
is
2
Hispanic
guys in the
people.
RV.
That's Crazy 8. Wait. Crazy 8 is part of the 2 guys.
Well, yeah, you're right. Crazy 8 is one of those 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like. There's the 2 those 2 guys. The 2
Does the
drug
other one
dealers.
die?
Huh? Crazy.
The other one dies, right?
I think Crazy 8.
Because weren't there 2 guys there?
Yeah, it was Crazy.
Or was it just Crazy 8?
Oh, was Crazy 8 the one with the beanie, or was he the other one? Fuck.
I
Now
don't remember.
There was 2 of them. Crazy 8, I believe, was the one that was working with Jesse and then got caught up in the raid in like the first episode. And then got bailed out and then died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's those 2 guys. There's the drug dealer.
Iris, Gustavo, and Hector.
Well, I would argue that Hector killed those people. He's just an accessory in that moment.
He'd still get murder charges.
He's an accessory to murder. Yeah, but
No, he's complicit in the murder. He's not an accessory.
Accessory to murder.
No, he's not an accessory. He's complicit. He provided the means. Being an accessory to murder is more like you know about it and could have stopped it, but you didn't.
He didn't, though. That's why he's
He's complicit. He provided the means.
Yeah, he provided the bomb. Yeah, you're right. That's those
So over half a dozen people so far.
So yeah, we're at 7. We're at 7 because I don't count Jane as one.
He actually killed 5 people in that because he had the 2 henchmen and Tyrus.
He killed 4.
Oh, right. And then, the whole plane full of people that he killed.
Hector, Gus,
and the whole plane full of people that he killed.
Total.
No,
5
and the whole plane full of people that he killed.
That's the
killed,
dad. That's the
he
dad.
killed them.
That's the dad.
He did it.
That's
Yeah,
the
he
dad.
did it.
That was
did
the
it.
dad. The dad
He
did
did
it.
it. He fucking did it.
The airplane.
Listen,
The airplane is not his fault.
Listen, let me go ahead and tell you why I think Vince Gilligan wants us to think he did it. And the reason I'm going to tell you is because how that season starts is with the craziest shit you couldn't imagine ever happening. But then you understand that the myriad ways that we're connected through the webs of human kindness and interaction is what can lead to horrible, terrifying things.
No, what was the opening sequences were about fucking trying to fucking
The
tease.
very first scene in season 2 is that fucking
It's
whatever
the eyeball.
season it is.
It's the eyeball.
Yeah, the floating bear eyeball.
Yes, and you know what that whole sequence was about? It was about teasing someone's gonna die.
Yeah, and Plane died. He did it.
Well, no,
he killed all those people.
No, because
He did it.
if
He's a terrorist.
if in the later
Walter
ones,
Weiss.
in the later
Listen,
ones,
Walter
you
Weiss.
see body,
He's Hamas. Okay?
you see body
He's
bags
basically Hamas.
leaving Walter White's house. So you assume something's
Smokey
gonna
is
happen at
cooking.
Walter's house. That's what you assume. No
No,
one
he's a
expected.
terrorist.
No one expected
Listen,
a plane crash.
He's responsible for the murder of hundreds at this point.
No,
Not to mention how many people he killed with his meth.
God damn.
I mean, they were going to die anyway, but still,
he didn't kill them.
Like if you're burning yourself and I add gasoline, come on.
Okay, then you're saying the heroin dealer that sold the heroin to Jane is the person that caused the plane crash.
No. Smokey is like hitting the nail on the head. The entire point of the plane crash
Well,
is
now,
to
I would
demonstrate
say that,
small
yes.
fucked up
The
things can
problem
cause
is-
more
Then it's not
fucked up
Walter's
things.
fault. Then it's not
Walter
Walter's
let her
fault.
die in that awful way.
Even in
then
your
it would be
logic.
the heroin dealer's
Even-
fault. But the problem is the heroin dealer wasn't there. If the heroin dealer had walked by and been like,
But you're
"Oh, I'm gonna let
you're
that
saying
bitch out."
you're saying the
I think
hundreds
the
of
heroin
people
dealer
that he
would
killed.
have wanted
So,
to see a customer again because he wanted to sell his heroin. Walter didn't have that kind of commitment to fucking Jane.
yeah, no. Again, Jane doesn't.
Listen,
count
the
as one
heroin
person.
dealer had a better reason for her being alive than Walter White did, and
No.
that's the end of the story. He's a murderer.
Oh well, for sure, yeah, because she's a repeat customer. But like we're not arguing the incentives of trying to save Jane. The only incentive that Walt had was to be a morally good person. That's the only
So
incentive he had.
I did research. Crazy 8 was the one in the basement.
Okay, Crazy 8 is the basement
The one who died in the RV was Emilio.
Emilio. Okay, yeah. So Emilio was killed directly by Walt because of the gas. Crazy 8 was choked to death. The 2 drug dealers were run over. Everything else has been indirectly.
But Emilio's the only one that they're actually giving self-defense.
So
Look, if I indirectly caused a plane crash, everybody's going to look at me fucking differently.
you didn't even indirectly cause a plane crash.
He abstractly caused the plane crash. How about that?
Let's just go ahead and say it. He abstractly caused a fucking plane crash.
Okay, I guess.
That's a great way to put it.
Wait, so we're gonna like just remove degrees of separations from music? We're just gonna
Yes!
be like, we're just
Yes,
gonna be
that's
like,
what we're doing.
Yes, because this is
Okay,
art.
so
We're gonna do
so-
This
that.
is not removing layers. This is a
So-
fucking domino
so-
effect,
and
okay?
so-
This is the butterfly
so
effect.
Hank was responsible for the plane crash. So this is the problem with degrees of
True!
separation.
Fucking why, Hank?
Because if Hank never took him on the ride along, Walter would have never known how much
Fucking
money he
true.
could make. Like, this is a dumb argument, so we're not doing that, okay?
Wait, so Hank deserved to die.
It's Hank did not
Hank
deserve to
killed
die.
himself.
Which at that point, it's Jesse's fault because he was the one cooking the meth
Yep.
on the
Jesus
call.
Christ.
That got Hank to the call.
Yeah.
That brought Walt.
And on that hand, Emilio was the person that brought Jesse into the business.
But on that hand, it's actually all the way back to Walt because Walt's the one that taught Jesse chemistry.
Well, no, because we're going from the Emilio line now.
I don't care.
So from Emilio, we go to Hector Salamanca. Then we just start going backwards into the cartel, and it's all the cartel's fault. But we're not doing that. We're not doing the.
I don't want to blame Mexicans
the degrees of separation here because it's dumb.
because I'm not one of those conservatives.
So okay, after Mike,
Okay, who'd you vote for?
after Mike, I assume it's the 10 people, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Then it's
I
Hank.
didn't vote for Kamala because I don't like Kamala.
Yeah, that's what I thought, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. You are, alright? You are one of those conservatives.
No, I'm not. Literally, there's two options. Suck it up and shut up.
Yeah, there was only two
I
options.
don't have to like my option, but I liked it slightly better than the other one.
Yeah, that's also true. But
It aligned a little bit better with my morals.
who's next after Mike? We have the 10 people, I think, right?
We're finally to the person you want.
And I think no way, isn't it the 10 people?
No, I believe they're after, right?
No,
Because
no.
they're the ones that are in the shootout, right?
No, because the 10 people
Or no,
were-
sorry, it's the Nazis that are in the shootout.
Yeah, the Nazis.
Okay, never
are-
mind.
Yeah. So it's the 10 people right next because that's when Walter is leaving the business and then he just can't leave the loose threads there.
So the next deaths are as follows: Dan Washsberger, Ron Fornall, Dennis Markowski, Jack McGann, Andrew Holt, Anthony Perez, Isaac Conley, William Moniz, Harry Boyven, and Raymond Martinez. These are the 10 guys in prison from episode 508.
Okay. So the 10 guys in prison. You guys can give your take first. I'll give mine. What do you guys got? Anything?
I don't remember them, to be honest.
He had 10 people murdered in prison. Do you want me to lay out what happened before anything happened?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, so it's the 10 people
I don't remember how he killed them.
He hired the Nazis.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he hired the Nazis because the Nazis
So he ingratiated himself with the worst people alive.
Well, they were Todd's uncles.
I mean, let's be honest.
Wait a minute. Are you saying
White.
Elon
Hasn't
Musk
made a deal
supporters
with
are the
Aaron
worst
Brother.
people alive? Dave, that's not very nice.
Calling what?
Nothing?
Dude, I can't believe
Yes, I believe white supremacists are somewhere near done.
Yeah, dude, I was just like, fuck. We're stretching this.
See, but I didn't say white supremacists, Dave. I said Elon Musk supporters.
I didn't say that.
I know you didn't.
Whoa, stream fucked up there for a second. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
It fixed itself, so we're good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Ordering people to kill people is pretty bad.
Hiring people.
What was
It's not
their
great, especially if you use Nazis to do it. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah, they were the 10. They were the 10 holdouts from Gustavo Fring's operation. That were getting paid.
Who amongst
to
us
stay
hasn't got a group of white supremacists to kill someone in prison? That's like totally morally neutral. There's nothing fucked up about that.
No, I just want to hear what his defense of him killing them is.
Well, the defense would be that if he didn't do that, then all the deaths that had happened up until that point would have been for nothing.
But
It's still
the
more
people he
death
killed,
sentence.
he doesn't even know if the people he killed could identify him.
They could.
No,
Yeah, no, they knew about the whole operation.
not every one of them.
Not every one of them. Actually, no, I think all 10 people knew about the operation. That's why Lydia was so fucking worried about it. Because Lydia was the first one to hire people to kill.
Don't worry, we'll get to Lydia at the very end.
But that's why Lydia hired someone to kill all of them, and then Mike intervened. Because they knew the whole entire operation. Because one of the dudes was literally just the guy that was talking to the cops and letting them use the sniffing dogs and shit. So, and a lawyer for Mike, all of these things. Like they pretty much had insight on like the whole operation.
These are a lot of assumptions that they may have picked something up off of Mike.
It's not assumptions. That's why they're being paid. They're being paid to be quiet. But when the feds took their money,
But they didn't even know if they knew anything.
why do you think there's hazard pay? Otherwise, they wouldn't be paying them. They'd be like, "You don't know shit. Why am I going to pay you?" It's so you don't roll
Nah, that's
in prison.
retarded.
It's so you don't roll in prison, dude.
Nah, this is retarded.
It's still not morally neutral in any way, shape, or form.
All the deaths would have meant nothing, Dave. All those deaths would have meant nothing.
Who cares? They
would have been-
already mean nothing.
They would have been for no reason.
They mean nothing anyway.
They would have been for no reason. Well, that's with
Wasn't this guy died
That's
of
not
cancer?
moral justification. I needed to kill more people because I already killed so many people.
Well, no.
Also because I'm
other
dying.
people were being killed, and all the things that they've gone through, all the money that he raised for his family, everything would have just disappeared. And then,
And that's why Hank
and
needed to
then
die.
he would be in the morally wrong. For
So,
all
okay.
because he had no reasoning for
In
any of
Hornet's
it.
world, if you kill someone, you just got to keep killing until everyone's dead.
Until
Yeah, that's right.
everyone's dead.
And then you're morally
Totally fine.
neutral.
Yeah.
Because there's no
Actually,
one
you know
to
what?
decide
Hornet,
you're
that's super
morally-
base, and I think you're right. And I think you need to apply that to some of the situations that we're dealing with currently.
Listen, I'm just saying that there was a reasoning behind it. And the reason is pretty solid. Even Lydia decided to take it up, but Lydia's not a good person, so we can argue that as well. But they obviously were going to bring down the whole system, and everyone would have fucking been like either thrown in jail, killed, or whatever. And it would have all been for naught. So the justification there would be to ensure that this was all for something. Something was gained from this dark.
Your justification is because I don't want to go to jail for having done morally bankrupt things already.
I'll also put my family in bankruptcy and all this other shit.
Yeah, well. Sorry, to avoid the consequences of my terrible actions.
His wife was an accomplice.
She was.
Yeah,
She knew.
She knew at that point. Yeah, she knew at season 3, I think. So she's known this whole time.
No, not only did she know, she was taking.
She was
active part in it.
actually an accessory.
Yep.
She was an accessory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. But for that one, not a lot of arguments for that one. It's just, again, it would have all been for naught if he didn't do that. He had already... A kid got shot in the face, guys. Like, it would have all been
That's
for
still
nothing.
not a moral justification, my guy.
Todd literally
Why not?
killed a kid, and they were like, you know what, we're out.
Did we go to the part where he tried to poison the child?
We passed that.
I feel like we need to focus on that more.
Well,
That's an
Especially
attempt.
with all
That's
the
not a
mothers that
murder.
watch us.
that's not an actual
You guys
murder.
know that this guy actually poisoned a child, right? And not like a young, like he was like what, like 8 or 9, like young child.
Implied.
Like not even
It's-
not like a middle
it's
schooler
implied
child. That
it's
like I could kind of
implied
get behind that.
that
but-
he-
We're only handling the
Elementary
murders
school?
for
No.
now.
Because if we're using Dave's argument, it's implied. Okay, it's never like
murdered a
outright.
child.
It was
Murdered a child. Tried to
It was an
murder a
implied
child.
murder. Jesus Christ, why
wasn't
are you being
the-
such a cuck?
the kid didn't even die.
Yeah,
True.
doesn't matter. He's a monster.
Literally victimless crime.
He's a monster, dude.
The kid didn't die.
It's okay.
So I don't know. There's a whole different thing there.
True.
But that's a different argument than the murders. We're on the murders right now.
All right, we'll get to the murder you want now. We'll just
Well, after the 10, I think those are the next 2 people killed.
yeah. Hank is next.
Hank and his partner die
Yeah.
in the desert.
Okay, so
Okay,
Let's
make your
hear it.
arguments. Make your arguments.
It's not Hank's fault.
All right. What is the justification
I mean, it's not
for a criminal
Hank's
kingpin
fault.
to kill federal agents that is investigating him? Give me your best justification.
He
didn't. He didn't
Well,
kill
I don't
them.
know if you've ever heard of a little something called Ruby Ridge.
He didn't kill them.
Days.
He's like, don't do it. Remember he was in the car banging his head against the window?
Hank actually really tried to save, Walt really tried to save Hank.
Yeah.
He offered like $80 million.
He offered he offered them
crazy amount of money.
all of his money. He was just like, take it all, leave him alive.
Yes.
That wouldn't have
He
worked.
tried everything to keep him alive. And then when he realized they weren't going to listen and Hank was probably going to turn on him.
Well, no, it wasn't
Or
even
whatever it
it
was.
wasn't even that. You remember Hank looks up at while he's like, for a guy that's so smart, I don't know how you could be so stupid. They made up their mind already. And then he just gets shot in the face.
Yeah. And
Like,
he says,
he
do
had-
what you got to do,
and
though.
then he
does say,
and
do what
then-
you got to do.
And then he breaks down crying and
He does say, do what you got to do, though. He does give the go-ahead.
no, Walt doesn't give the go ahead.
I thought Walt gave the go ahead.
No,
He
Walt
did.
No,
He
that's
said,
what
do what you
Hank
got to
says.
do.
No, Walt
that's what
didn't.
Hank
Walt,
says.
Walt,
And I quote,
yeah, that was what Hank said. Walt never
Wait,
gave
let
the
me
go
see.
ahead on that one. Remember, because after Hank
oh,
was
sorry. I've got that mixed up.
after Hank was shot, Walter fell to like his knees and then started crying on the floor. Where then he noticed Jesse under the car.
Oh, yeah, that was the case, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Hank.
he killed way too many people to protect this
If
Jesse
anything, Jesse got Hank killed.
What the fuck, Jesse?
kid. No.
Wow, it's always
Sorry.
Jesse's fault.
It is.
sorry,
It's never
It
Jesse's
is.
One
fault.
thing we're
It
realizing,
is.
fucking
It is.
always
Well,
innocent.
Most of
Fuck
this,
you, Jesse.
most of these situations are because of Jesse. Like we look at the Jane situation, we look at the drug dealer situation, we look at the Emilio situation. All of them are tied to Jesse.
I
The
will not let
reason
you speak
Walt
of
in
Jesse.
these
Wow,
situations
sir. This
is
poor
because
kid
Jesse.
who got roped in by this genius manipulator. Look at
Exactly.
you. You're just
And then he can
disgusting.
use him as
You're
an-
disgusting.
He can
Morning.
use him as an
Jesus.
Wipe
excuse
yourself
for
up.
all of
You're
his
fucking
future
filthy.
crimes. That's what Jesse is. He's the scapegoat.
No.
You know, at least we know now that when kids join gangs, Hornet blames the kids.
No, because
All right.
he has given Jesse multiple outs. He has tried to help Jesse in almost every way. Like there's just so much that Walt tried to do for Jesse. Like, he even offered to pay for him to leave. Like, he was just like, go to Alaska, enjoy your money, don't be here. Like, this is not good for you. And Jesse takes upon himself to fucking try and set Walt's house on fire. That's where Hank finds him. And then they come up with this whole thing of like trying to fucking get Walt's money. And to be fair, I also think Hank had a problem here because Hank couldn't just let it go. Knowing that Walter was gonna die anyway.
He's a DEA agent. That's his fucking job, literally.
He just couldn't let it go, dude. He just couldn't let it go.
You know what? True. He should have let El Chapo go.
He did this off of the books. He wasn't acting as a DEA agent when he did this.
Didn't he get fired for obsessing about Heisenberg?
He was put on leave for that. Yeah.
Yeah, for obsessing about Heisenberg.
Yeah.
And then he finds out his brother-in-law is Heisenberg.
Well, no. At that point, he was already back. And then he starts working this off the books. And then when that's happening, Walt creates that DVD where he's just like, Hank beat the shit out of me and made me pay for his surgery.
Based.
Remember the incriminating video where it's just like,
yeah, I remember.
If you do this, then I will send this to the DEA. And then Hank's like, fuck, my hands are tied. But he's so obsessive about it. He just can't let it go. And then that's what, ultimately, Hank's pride is what killed Hank.
True. It was Hank. It's Hank and Jesse's fault. And Walt is just, he's just a guy, dude.
I think Hornet
doing
killed
his shit.
It was just a bystander, dude. Walt was just a bystander in that moment. And it sucks. It sucks, really. But
how much meth do you have in your fucking shed, you little weasel?
Listen.
All of it.
That's none of your fucking business, okay?
At least a decent amount, I would say.
It's none of your fucking business. But in that circumstance, okay, do you have any other like questions for that circumstance? Because that circumstance is pretty cut and dry, I believe. Because just Walt advocated for Hank's life.
At this point, I'm too tired to actually argue anymore. At least I'm gonna fall asleep.
We're almost near the end, Dave, and that's where
I know.
And that's where like Walt becomes the good guy again. So it's just like, okay.
I don't think we've been watching the same show.
The last murders are the only ones that I could argue is any kind
the
of
last murders.
I'm sorry.
We're
Lydia
up to the last.
Is not.
We're up to the last murder.
Oh fuck, Lydia! She Nazis. Well, she was the
Jack
Nazis.
and all the Nazis.
Every single Nazi, like Jesse Plemons, Nazi. They're all Nazis.
Oh, weren't you criticizing Walt for using the Nazis earlier? That's what Lydia's doing.
But he kills them all though, so it's fine.
And not only that, she had like
it's okay when she does it because she's hot.
She had more than 10 people whacked. Okay,
she gets pretty privileged.
Nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I phrased it that way. But yeah,
she like it when they went and whacked me.
Yeah, she had more than 10 people because remember the guy that Walt was just like say my name to. His whole gang died because of Lydia.
I want you to justify the killing of Lydia. Morally, not conveniently.
She was a murderer that needed to die.
That's not morally.
She needed to be removed. Otherwise, Gustavo would have been not morally okay.
She never actually killed somebody. What do you mean?
She needed to be removed.
According to your argument, she didn't kill anybody.
And also, I would say that he did her the courtesy of not just shooting her in the face.
If anything, she's morally neutral. She didn't kill anybody.
She did. Well,
nope.
like Okay, otherwise, then your argument about Lydia earlier about Walt doing these things would be like the same thing. Then
That's
they're
my
both
point, you dumb fuck. I'm taking that angle towards you.
Okay, so
If you want to defend all of Walt's actions by saying he didn't actually pull the trigger,
okay, Lydia's what did Lydia actually do? I don't even remember what she did in the episodes.
I don't either.
She was part of the people that were keeping Jesse Cage.
I'm gonna be
so
honest. I don't
guess
even
you could
remember
make
this fucking character at all.
I guess you could make the
What?
argument for
She's
that.
a girl that she's the like weird girl who he always met in the cafe. The hot
No,
one.
I'm drawing a blank. I don't remember.
You're wrong.
The one-
Oh
the-
my god.
The one that he put rice in her like stevia or whatever.
Nope, don't remember that.
She's the
Yeah.
most attractive person in this entire show.
Really?
Y'all are capping.
Really?
Who's more attractive?
Nope.
I don't remember, but I don't think she's
Oh,
the
wait.
most attractive.
Tell me who's more attractive.
The most
I'll wait.
person, the most attractive person I think has anything to do
Jessica
with these
Jones was
shows
on this show.
is the lawyer on Better
He's
Call
not
Saul,
that
that
hot.
blonde lady. She's
Jessica
pretty
Jones
hot.
was on this show. What the?
No,
yeah,
no,
actually,
I don't think
Base.
Kristen Reed is that hot.
Contrary
But the,
point,
the,
she's not
the
that hot.
blonde lady on Better Call Saul, the one that Saul fucks, that lady's smoking hot.
Yeah, very base.
Yeah,
very
I,
true.
I agree with that.
Just absolute.
I-
Oh my god,
I
she's
agree with
fucking
I agree with that.
dick burner.
But for Lydia, I would say that one I would lean towards morally bad. I'll give you that. The Nazis, fuck no, absolutely not. That is honestly morally good. Morally good. I'll make the argument.
Listen, anybody
for
who pulls a
morally good.
Wolfenstein is a goddamn hero in my book.
I'm gonna remember this the next time we argue about BLM protests.
Based, you should. But yeah, I would say that the killing of Todd and all those other people, justified. If not, it redeemed Walt at the end. Any other ones, Dave? Because I think those are the final deaths, right?
No, I'm too tired to try to bring anything else into this.
Okay.
I'm good.
So you got two concessions there. You got the Lydia one, and you got the which other one was it? Oh, Mike. Because Mike, I've always
Yeah.
conceded. Mike is a weird one.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Hank?
I absolutely
just
think
straight
Lydia's
shot Mike.
hotter
we
than
talked. We
Are
talked
we
about.
legit
Jane.
agreeing that it was Jesse's fault for Mike? Hey, hold on.
No, we aren't. We're not going to agree that
Yes, it was Jesse's fault for
Jesse
Hank.
is a incompetent, poor guy, not in control of his actions due to his need for drugs that he gets from Walter White.
True.
He's basically
He was
an
sober.
Igor.
He was sober at
Igor.
that time.
He is
He's Igor. Listen, just because he fostered a connection that makes it feel like he's like his father figure or something isn't my problem. Walter's
No.
still basically connected to Jesse in that way.
No, because he could have just met up with Walt in that in that square, and it would have.
Listen,
all
I would
been
agree with
what-
you if there wasn't exactly an arc that showed Jesse completely breaking away from his biological parents and more going into like partnering up with like Walt, which is like the whole arc there. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite episodes, in which I would argue that they absolutely are like bros, is the Fly episode.
Yeah,
It's one of the best episodes in the entire series.
The Fly
Can you guys
episode.
They're
watch
just in the meth
Camino?
lab. Yeah, the one where they're just in the lab the entire episode.
The Fly
It's great.
episode is a good episode. I will. give you
Yeah,
that.
okay, that's a based episode.
Did you guys watch
Yeah.
El Camino?
El Camino was good.
Yeah, I like El Camino.
Only one scene in El Camino is good, and everybody knows what it is.
The problem is that I didn't like the flashback scenes because they try to humanize Todd too much, and I was just like, yeah, this doesn't sit well.
Yeah. I get that. All right, I'm going to bed. Good night.
All right, have a good
Bitch.
one, Dave.
Bye, bitches. Have a good night.
Good night, Dave.
So from all of that, we only got two.
I
Do
can't
what?
believe you're doing
So-
my boy Jesse like this.
So
I don't agree with anything that
by-
Dave said.
by
I'm
the-
completely right about everything. You've just
by-
said nothing but nonsense for the past 3 hours.
by the end
Agree.
of this, we only got 2. So in the whole show, Walt is morally neutral. There are just moments where we could see the shift. From
He's an
good-
Walt was a
anti-hero.
personification of evil
Anti-hero.
to the point where even Vince Gilligan and
He's
you
an
can quote him for
anti-hero.
this the other day, said that we need more good guys on TV. I wonder why Vince
we need to
Gilligan
like
felt the need to say
sacrifice
that.
multiple people and like specially summon Crab into the VC. That's what needs to happen here.
No, listen, Crab's busy right now.
Crab actually was the one that wanted to argue this with me. Oh,
Crab will listen. Crab would have nuclearly. You weren't ready for Crab, Hornet. Frankly,
I've been ready for Crab.
you were not ready for Crab.
I've had this
You were
conversation.
barely ready for Dave.
I had this conversation with Crab.
You are not ready for Crab.
That's why
No, you weren't.
That's why my Jane arguments are so good at the moment, because I
Well,
have
dude,
that
arguments
argument.
aren't shit. If she was an ugly girl, they'd be fine. But it's Kristen Ritter,
That's the only
and her
reason.
father tragically died.
I don't think he died. I think he just went to jail.
John Ritter, yeah,
I think he just went to jail.
John Ritter. Oh well,
The-
no, in the
In the
I
show.
mean in the show, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the real Ritter family
Oh, okay.
now.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I am now talking about reality.
No.
You're going too meta.
Yeah, that's too.
8
that's too
rules
far.
for dating my teenage daughter. It
that's
was
too far.
It was horrendously sad.
That's too far. Okay, we're not doing real world shit today, unless we want to talk about some
Yeah.
drama or some.
Can you imagine when he did that to
politics.
Kristen Ritter after her fucking dad died like that? I can't imagine. This is terrible. Walt's just a monster.
I just spent 2 hours defending Walter White on my stream. This is based. This will forever stay up.
I feel like
You know,
I
you're
feel
gonna
like
remember
the
this in
Dexter
2 years
is going to
when it
be
gets in the
too
video.
fun for you.
Dude,
So I feel like we've got to
I
do
hope
somebody
so.
else.
I hope
let's
someone
do the
pulls this up in
Yellowstone
2
guy
years.
that murders people. That one's fun. Let's do Yellowstone because that's killing people to hold up a cowboy empire and for environmentalism.
Listen. Well, the next one is going to be Dexter Morgan. Okay, we're gonna take it.
We can't do
Jesus
Dexter
fuck.
Morgan. Are you stupid?
We're gonna
Do
sit
you know
here.
how long we'll be here?
we're
We'll
gonna,
have to go over he kills a person every fucking episode.
we don't have to
Hornet.
talk about every fucking
Every
person.
fucking episode he kills a person.
We don't have to talk about every person. We just can talk
Well,
about
yeah,
the
we do.
We could just
'Cause,
talk about
we have, okay.
specific cases.
Really, what we'll have to look at is probably there's no way that we can argue that he's a good person. What we need to argue here is like his most morally justified kills and his least morally justified kills.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, geez, no. And then we have to. There's a whole new series, Hornet. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. No. Well,
There's
then-
2 series of Dexter I haven't even fucking seen.
Listen.
Wait, there's another series?
Yeah.
There's 2 series. There's a prequel series and there was a sequel series.
They're also talking about doing a sequel series after the,
Hey, that's great. We can
After
talk
that
about
as well.
doing a sequel to Sucking My Dick.
because they're
Nice.
the theory that is going around is that Dexter is in the hospital and they're trying to revive him.
Please don't.
That's why he's going through his memories. So that's going to be something that we might get more Dexter.
I
Listen,
hope we don't.
Dexter's a good show, bro. Like,
No, it's not. It's okay. It was never great. The first couple of
what are
seasons
you
were
talking
awesome, and
about?
then it jumped the shark.
Wait.
It jumped the
We're not
fucking
gonna
shark.
say the Trinity Killer isn't one of the best written
Yeah,
villains.
that's the
in
last
world.
time it was good. Then everything after that was like, hey, you want to just see that shark over there? Why don't I just get in my speedboat and try to jump it?
No, Smokey. I'll take, dude.
That's exactly what
I'll
happens.
ta-
That's the
I'll
next.
take, bro.
If you guys haven't seen the end of the
It felt
Dexter, what
very
happens
heroes-like,
is
I
that
will say
Dexter
that.
joins the circus and he starts jumping sharks with speedboats and ends up accidentally killing his sister.
What?
Well, spoilers for Dexter
Sometimes
or
these
Happy
things
Days,
happen.
whichever one you want to see. It's a deep cut.
Jesus, Smokey, you're all over the place.
So jumping the shark's actually from Happy Days. I feel like
Yeah,
I have to
that's-
explain the joke.
yeah,
I'm a
that-
fucking monster.
Yeah, that's why it's called jumping the shark. Yeah, I understand the turn of phrase.
No, you don't, you fucking muggle.
I don't know if people know that anymore. Hornet, I'm getting scared.
People still know well,
I don't think they know it,
people,
dude.
people
probably
still
don't,
know
okay.
people still know like the phrase. I don't know if they know where that came from.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah. It's when
Because it's when you
I
say
gotta
like,
remember our
that's,
history.
that's when you know when a show's bad.
the show was good. Smokey, the show
But
was
then it
good.
jumped the shark and it went bad.
When did it jump the shark?
After season 3. After they killed off his wife and any reason for him to be alive.
Season 4 was the Trinity Killer.
Oh, I forget. Okay, whatever season it is after that. The last couple of seasons were dog shit.
And then there was the Lumen arc, which a lot of people seem to enjoy.
I did not.
So,
And then the whole thing where it's like, I was your therapist.
Okay,
You forgot about me.
Dr.
That
Vogel.
was stupid.
Dr. Vogel was stupid. I will say that much. But
There was another Dexter.
it wasn't even about that. It was just like, oh, okay, we're fucking up the lore here. Because we had pretty established lore at that point, so it's like, whatever. We have. I don't know if I want to start a new topic. We have like 15 minutes. I think we can go longer.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Or
We should tease what's going to happen next time. Tease tease the topic. Do a demo.
Okay.
Do a trial version of the topic.
Okay. We'll tease topics right now. Okay. Obviously, the Dexter thing is a tease because I want to do this. I really want to just sit here on stream and justify it.
Oh, and I've already thought of the first unjustified kill. It's a black guy. Guess what, Hornet?
Oh, okay, cool. We got what else we got out there?
You racist.
We got Mel Pandora. That situation seems to be pretty interesting.
No. What? I thought that was over and done with.
No, Mel Pandora's thing is just picking up again. There's
I just don't see it, Hornet. I feel like everybody's calmed down. Everybody's having a good. Well, I'm going to be quiet because the Queen Bee's here.
There's lore coming out, So it's taking a look at that. Obviously. Okay, cool.
Fucking
Neve.
Never mind.
So me personally, I've been putting together a timeline. We'll eventually see that. If I ever decide to even go down that line, if it's interesting enough. But there's that.
Again, I don't think anybody would want to see that. Honestly, it does sound super fucking boring. Could you imagine spending hours on doing something like that?
I don't know. It seems like it could be pretty good, pretty bad. It just depends how much I get. What else is there? I think topic-wise, we're pretty on the fly with a lot of the topics we do. So. Also talking about Doge. I want to talk about Doge today, but we got into this topic, and I didn't think this topic would take this long. But so we're definitely gonna.
That would have been a delicious topic.
That one's gonna be dived into at probably at some point next week.
Fucking World War III will be started on this stream. It'll be glorious.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that is why we could have talked about Ukraine and Russia, but I feel like that situation is going to be so fast moving and free flowing that anything I say about it this week will be completely moot by next week. So let's just talk about it then.
We were gonna cover the EA stuff today, but the EA stuff just there's just not.
Kanye?
Yeah, he's been going on rants for.
Oh man!
Like, if we can do a quick one, so like EA's been going on rants for like the last couple weeks, saying crazy shit again.
Isn't his wife leaving him? Allegedly,
I don't know. He goes crazy every couple of years, and then he releases an album. That's the pattern. So it just seems like a new album's coming out. But I don't really have a lot to say on that. Like, I do have a lot to say on the stuff that he was saying, but pulling up a whole stream on that would have been hard to do. Especially the amount of the stuff he's been saying. I don't know if I can actually stream that or not. It would just be, I don't know. It could be anything. But I don't know.
YouTube might not be happy with some of the things that Ye's been saying, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I started reading off Ye tweets, I don't know how long I would be on YouTube. So that's why I reconsidered.
At least
that.
a few minutes.
Yeah, at least a few minutes. But you know, we don't want to endanger the channel unnecessarily. But other than that, I don't think there's a lot of topics that we have going on. That's the low tier drama. We got some political stuff. That's pretty much it. Unless you guys want to throw a topic at me and we can get it prepared for next week.
Check what I posted in side chat.
Oh, I'm scared.
Here, let me.
I'm excited.
And put on my weight screen so people know that I'm reading side.
Yo, I saw this earlier today. Oh my god! Holy shit!
I did see that actually. Yeah, the deportations. But yeah, more political stuff. Like it's
ASMR. They made it a ASMR, dude.
Yeah, I know. it's always going to be political stuff. I think that's the next 4 years of our of life, just a shit ton of political stuff. So, with that, I think we're done with the show at this point. I think we've run the topic of Walter White being morally neutral, and I think I've succeeded.
Holy shit, that's an actual post from the White House. This is...
Yeah, no,
yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's
this is...
It is, yeah.
This is the most dystopianly based thing I've seen.
Yeah. Listen, we fired 600 fucking nuclear facility workers. Like, well, I don't even know what we're doing.
You know, they're coming back. Listen,
no,
all not. I know is... Wait, what about the guy? Okay, listen, but what about the planes crashing? Are we at least stopping that?
A lot of the guys that were called back, they're refusing to answer the calls.
Well,
and some of them called back and said, fuck you.
No, they don't. Here's the thing, Avius. They don't even have their contact information because they were fired so rapidly. They don't know how to get... They don't know how to get in contact with those people. That's why.
And we'll find out all about it.
There was people that were saying no. I didn't even hear about that part.
Yeah, no, it's... This is why bureaucracy works. That's why... but yeah, we'll save that for another time because that one's interesting to look into. Doge is fucking
juicy,
crazy right now, and I do want to dive into that.
Or amazing, depending on your political stance.
Huh?
True.
What?
I don't know what you said.
You either like Doge or don't, depending on your political stance.
Maybe, yeah. Which is weird.
It's completely fair.
Which is weird, yeah. But with that, any closing statements, guys? What you guys got?
Stay hydrated and brush your teeth.
Avis,
there you go.
What you got?
I love Elon Musk and I heart Trump. And he's the greatest president. And I'm hoping saying this will up my social credit score because eventually he is going to fucking pass that during his administration.
Base. Sorry, what you got for us?
Hold on. Sorry. You need to be nice and apologize for calling Christine a pig.
True.
He doesn't have to apologize for anything, okay?
This is true. He does a good job on this stream.
Yeah.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Base, you see, this is
go.
Why he doesn't have to apologize to anyone. And with that, we're going to be ending the stream, and we will be seeing you next Tuesday.